Okay.
So let's get into this. Uh, dude, I keep seeing, people are starting to really doubt Errol Spence right now.
Yeah, uh, I'm not gonna doubt him until he looks bad. I mean, just because you got beat by Bud Crawford doesn't mean I'm gonna automatically doubt you. I mean,
Well,
if
it's
you're
just one
the
of those things. I feel like that this is one of those things that it doesn't make sense not to pick Errol because we've never seen Errol even look bad. I mean, he just faced the greatest fighter of the generation. It's like we were talking about. I mean, I don't
yeah
understand. Like that,
the
that would be like Triple G, like losing to fuck it. Well, no, I don't even want to say Canelo is the greatest fighter, but like it's that kind of thing though. Like if Triple G went out there and got stopped by Canelo, and then he goes and fights like Kell Brook again, and everybody's like, "Oh, I don't know. I think Kell Brook might have a shot now." Like it doesn't make any sense.
it just depends. I mean, I understand he got absolutely destroyed by
In the car
Crawford.
wreck. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got in the car wreck. That was before the Crawford fight, but and he's probably apparently he's had alcohol issues too up until the past probably year and a half, maybe. That's not good. And the fight's gonna be on
And I think
160.
that's where
That's
people are kind of getting this like narrative is because of all the things that happened around. All things happened in his life. Uh, I know I'm probably like I don't know. Considering my Cal Raleigh thing that happened today, I might throw something on him. Uh, or last night. I mean, I might throw something on him if he ends up being the plus. Yeah, I think I will.
he's not gonna be, in my opinion. I think it's gotten wider for him. Actually, I could be wrong, but I think it's gotten wider for him.
You got
Uh,
to think. I mean, if
it's
he's gonna
so
beat like if
it's
he's gonna beat
all.
Tim, he's gonna put him out, right?
I mean, I don't know. It
Like I don't
depends.
think he wins the decision over
Every conversation we're having about this fight and everyone else it's just all the negatives and stuff. That's the only thing I'm seeing. I'm seeing people be like, oh, Spence this, Spence that. Some people are pointing out Tim Zoo, but no one's pointing out anything either of them can do to win. And it really pisses me off that we're not doing that. Like at the end of the day,
there. Yeah,
just
no one's talking about the
stylistically,
game plan of this fight.
it's gonna be the same Errol Spence in my opinion, and it's gonna be the same Tim Zoo we're used to. Now, that's where the conversation gets tricky. If Errol Spence is what they're saying he is, then yeah, he could maybe get hurt. But the problem is Tim Zoo couldn't finish that Dennis Nurja guy, and that dude sucks. That just happened. He doesn't
Yeah,
even look the same. Tim Zoo don't even look half of what he used to look like. So we're talking about Errol Spence, who we don't know. That's the whole thing with Errol Spence. We don't know what he's gonna look like. I
we
think
don't
we
even know if
know.
he looks at half. He's never even looked about like he's never looked half of what he was. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I don't see where this is coming from. Where everybody just thinks like, oh, you. But I mean that also stems from the fact that when somebody loses a fight, everybody just thinks they fucking suck, and that's just a casual thing.
Yeah,
People
that
think,
and as
and
Bruce
not
MF
just a
Vane
casual
pointed
thing
out,
though.
he think Bruce MF Vane thinks a lot of the Errol Spence fans want him to lose. Like the old Errol Spence fans. They think they're so mad that he lost that fight against Bud that they want him to lose this fight.
Oh, they want him to lose this fight. Yeah, okay. I don't. That's pretty shitty. Dude. I don't want anybody to lose a fight at the end of the day. Like I'm not wanting them to actively lose a fight. Like like I talk about all the time. I want to see good ass fights. Like if you're betting on them, sure. Like I can get it a little bit. I can get a little bit of bias behind it. But like
I'll
either
admit I
way,
have
when we
bias
score
behind some
fights,
fights. I mean, not most of them, but some of them I do.
even if we have money on it, though, you're
Well,
still
I mean,
scoring it
scoring's different.
accurately. You're not
Scoring's
just
different than wanting something to happen. At the end of the day, I want Rolly Romero to go out there and beat Tio, but I'm just going to automatically score it for him.
Some people do it that way, though.
That's fucking retarded. I mean, if you
Yeah.
are man fanning that bad, over someone, or you hate someone that bad, and it goes into your scoring. That's not good.
for sure. But it just happens
But
way too
if you,
often. And
but back to Spence. If you ask me, Spence is going to win, and if you had to make me guess, I'm going to say a late KO. But the problem is, uh, and this is my two issues with Spence. It's really not the layoff with it. He's done this before, and he doesn't take tune-ups. He never has. My two problems are it's going up to 160. So you're going all the way up to 160, and
mm,
that either means he just I mean, he has to move up because he's gotten a little older, and maybe his body's not, what it used to be, or B, he's not really been fucking training that hard.
yeah,
I doubt it's B because they say Errol Spence was one of
yeah,
the
it's gonna get
hardest
worse. He
workers
looks worse.
ever. They said back in, I mean, if you just look up Errol
I mean,
Spence's
but like
history,
everybody
it
always
was
says,
his
like,
hard
oh, he
work.
looks so relaxed and everything like that. That's what I keep seeing. Like I I keep seeing everybody say like, oh, he looks so relaxed. He don't give a shit, dude. He's always been like that. He's always been super laid back and
Errol
seems
Spence?
like not like kind of carefree. When he's like walking around talking. Yeah,
Errol's always
he's
been
never been
like
like
that.
really intense. He's never been really.
Never.
Yeah, I know. But like,
Never. He's
they're like,
always
oh,
been
look at him. He
cool.
don't give a shit. He looks lazy. Blah blah blah.
I'm not seeing what a
I
lot
don't
of
get it.
people are saying with the they're saying he looks slow and shit like that. But when has Errol Spence ever been a guy that, like, had great feet?
Oh, on the
He
pad.
never was.
Errol Spence had a world class, well, more than world class gas tank. Crazy output.
Exactly. Exactly.
He was crafty. Like I mean,
That's all you
and
need to
that's where
beat
we're like
uh
he beat
fucking
him.
Tim
I
Zoo.
think off craft, like craftiness alone. If he was in Tim, unique angles and looks. I mean, I don't see how Tim. I mean, we've already seen Tim struggle with everything. He's been beat by what? So what has he lost three fights now? Or is it two
Yes, yes,
or three technically? Because he
he
lost
got demolished by Bakram. He got absolutely demolished in the pocket by Bakram. Um, he got demolished in the second Fundora
his
fight.
fight. Yeah. hmm
In the first one,
I mean, this
that
is just
fight
another.
probably should have been a draw. The first one should have, but yeah,
I think I had it a draw when it happened, and that was pretty embarrassing at the time for Fundor, but he got it back. At least in my opinion. Well, no, not really, because Tim was respected during that time, like
very
quite a
respected
bit.
because of what he was doing. It was looking like Tim Zoo was about to be a problem because, I mean, the wins he was getting, and that's something I don't understand. A lot of people are like, "Oh, he got his ass beat. He's just never the same." I don't necessarily know if that's. It doesn't always work like that in boxing. Like, not always. It can, but here's my problem with that sentiment. Are you saying physically he's
Yeah,
not the same? Or are you saying mentally he's not the same? Or both? Because I don't see much physically different with him.
I know. Yeah, dude, Tim looks the exact same. Tim's always. I mean, like
And
you don't really
everybody talks about that cut,
as
that
far as
fucking
like
cut in the
not
Fundora fight.
getting on the top of his head, like that's gonna open up again.
He thought it did in the Bakram fight.
I mean, it was right in the center of his fucking forehead.
But that doesn't halt your career. Like, I don't know why people were saying that. Now the Bakram ass
No,
whooping, yeah, that could alter your career. It probably did take some fucking years off his life. But you know what? Physically, I don't see that much different of a Tim Zoo. I just feel like maybe he got the fight beat out of him, and if that's the case, like mentally, then he's not going to beat Errol Spence. It's not happening.
well, the thing is, like, if you want to argue, like, oh, like Spence isn't mentally there, you could make the argument, like, if you remember, I don't know who waved it off, or because I don't figure Tim quit against Fundora, but his corner stopped that fight in the second fight, and that's something I didn't think I'd see from Tim Zoo or his corner. Tim Zoo, I mean, dude. they let Cochran beat the dog shit out of him, and they even
Honestly, in the second Fundora fight, I hardly remember Tim Tszyu even landing any clean shots. Really, like in the first fight, he was landing some really nice shots, and that's why he was winning them rounds, in my opinion. That's why I had it a draw. He was fucking Fundora up. He fucked him up pretty bad himself, but in that second one, Fundora, I mean, was sometimes getting hit with like some wide shots, but none of them were clean. Like nothing Tim Tszyu was landing was very clean, and that's the problem I've had with him in the in this last fight he just had in the Nurja fight. That guy should have got fucking smoked by Tim Tszyu, and he would have a few years ago, but he couldn't even finish him. And you're mean to tell me he's just gonna go in there and finish Errol Spence? Errol Spence has to be just shot at a whole nother level to get finished in this fight. I don't see that happening. I don't see him going in there, honestly, uh, knowing how good of and no one was in better shape than Errol Spence. No one. Before that Bud fight, and maybe even during the Bud fight, maybe before the crash, no one was ever. I mean, who has a higher work rate than Errol Spence? And you're mean to tell me he's just going to walk in here and just not be prepared? Okay. At first, I didn't think anyone had an argument for that, except for the
people
weight.
just think that he's just going to go in there and then just like put on a master class like Bud did or something, just like beat the dog shit out of him, you know. I guess Errol's just not going to have any answers whatsoever. You know, Errol's
Well,
never went through
and that's another
adversity before
thing
bullshit.
that he took that at, and then that's something another thing Bruce M. F. Vane pointed out that I like that he did. Errol Spence took such a bad ass whooping in that fight that it showed you how durable he is.
Mhm.
The durability
Yeah, dude, he
that
didn't
was
quit,
shown in
bro.
that fight was crazy.
Yeah, no, dude, he shouldn't get any disrespect from that fight. You fought
But
the best fighter there, you know.
my 2 points, if I didn't say the second one. My only two scares for Errol Spence. I mean, of course I'm scared because he's taking a few years off fighting and everything. But that don't bother me as much as the weight, the fact he's want to move up to 160, and the fact that
It
he
doesn't
gets
bother me
hit
that
a
bad
lot.
because you know why?
It's
At the
the
end of the
fact he
day,
gets
bro,
hit a
he's Tim
lot.
Tszyu, bro. I mean, like, we really got to sit here and like, no disrespect to Tim Tszyu. I like Tim Tszyu, but he's fighting Tim Tszyu. He's not fighting someone that we think is. I mean, is he a contender anymore? He's probably
Fuck
on the
no,
brink of
no,
being
no.
not
He's
being
overrated by the boxing.
right.
The boxing commissions just have him overrated as fuck. But my problem is, if Errol is fucking shot like really bad, he gets hit a lot. His style gets him hit a lot.
See, but here's the thing, though. When people call fight or shot, it's usually, I'm not gonna lie, some people do this after they get their ass whooped, like right after. But it's usually like when they come back from a loss and then they look like subpar after a loss, right? Even if they win the fight, you
Like
could be
Tim
like, oh
Tszyu,
man, yeah, I think he's done. That's
like
kind of like,
like
yeah,
Tim
like
Tszyu.
what Tim Tszyu just did.
Right.
Tim
He's
Tszyu comes back
if
from an ass
anything,
whooping,
he's showing way fucking
subpar.
worse. And that's what I said to someone before the fight. Uh, like right when they announced it, I said that Errol Spence could relapse on alcohol and get in another car wreck, and I'd probably still pick him.
Oh, by the way, we got a comment, but also in a few minutes, somebody's gonna join in. He
What's
texted me in
the
the chat.
what's the comment?
Oh, sorry, yeah, two goats.
Oh,
Thanks,
fuck!
bro.
It's too easy.
Yep, he's our first comment ever, bro.
Bro,
Too
that's
easy.
awesome,
Who's
dude.
too easy in the who's he in the Discord?
He's on Gary's live like pretty much every live, dude.
Is he?
He's a regular, bro.
Sweet, bro. Hey
He's
man,
in the cord.
I got the StreamYard in the yeah. I've got the StreamYard link in the comment. Oh, stay down. Okay, I got you. It's
Yeah, that's him for sure. Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Was he
he's
the
a
one?
goat, dude.
Was he the one that Was he the one that won the 10K off the boots KO?
I'm pretty sure that was him because I remember it.
Or
I
was that
remember the quote. Uh,
yeah.
I was a little bit scared. I mean, I picked Boots that whole fight leading up to it. And I was a little bit scared just leading up to it. And I think he said, bro, he's not losing that fight. That's all he said. It's not happening.
Yeah. That's sick, man. Hey, but there's the link there in the comments. You want to jump in this call with us, man. We're just sitting here talking about the upcoming stuff that's happening. Oh,
What do you
that
think
was
about the
Keep It
Fulton
Simple.
fight?
Okay. So the Keep It Simple guy was the one that won the boots bet.
Oh,
Yeah. See, he said it right here. What I think about the Fulton, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was gonna call you earlier, but I knew we were doing this. But I'm just gonna wait till the weigh-in. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Fulton looks like he's having trouble cutting weight like last time.
that's
And
surprising, man.
he was
He's a
coming
small
up into a
dude.
weight class. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that, and that's what we were talking about in the Discord today. Was I've never seen a fighter come up in weight and it be their first fight, like they're attempting to make weight in another weight class coming up, and they
You've
miss
never
weight.
seen that? You've never
I've
seen
never
that
seen,
before?
I've never seen that before. I've
We've
never
seen that many
before. Can you
times.
name
Well,
another one?
yeah, Gustavo Lemos.
Was it a new weight class for him?
Hell yeah.
I thought it was the
Motherfucker.
same. I thought it was at
Bro, he missed weight by 2 weight classes.
he
Are
missed
you
about
saying when they
6
move
pounds,
up?
right?
Are you
He
saying when
missed
they
it as
move
fast
up
as
for the
Khalil
next
Coe.
fight?
When they move up. When
I
they move up for
mean,
the next fight, that would have been
I
their
mean,
first fight at that
ironically,
weight
fucking
class, right?
Richardson Hitchens, bro. I mean, he was always saying he has fucking weight issues. He went from 135, said he had weight issues, went to 140. When he fought Paro, he didn't have weight issues. But then when he was gonna fight fucking Duarte, oh yeah, no, I got weight issues. I gotta move up again.
Yeah. There just got to be
Uh
more of a penalty for missing weight, bro. They're just like it's almost like like if you miss it egregiously, like Khalil Coe did, 7 pounds, right? Like the only penalty he had was he couldn't win the vacant title that they were fighting for. It was like a mandatory for a mandatory, pretty much is how I understood it. And that's like the
man.
only penalty you have.
I
Like
mean,
Ryan missed weight, he had to pay money. Yeah, like what are we doing?
this has been a
That's a
common
breach of
thing for a
contract,
long
in my
time.
opinion.
Have you ever seen that one fight where Joshua Claudio missed weight by like 4 or 5 pounds?
Absolutely, Khalil Coe was the worst weight miss I've ever seen because it was so deliberate. Oh, you're cool, bro. Cool.
Man,
Yeah. So is 79s. He's got kids growing around and everything.
yeah, hold on.
But yeah, man, Khalil Coe was the worst I've ever. Khalil Coe was the worst weight miss I've ever seen. I was there live, bro, and let me tell you, like, I didn't even know what happened when, like, Hart got mad and started yelling. He was yelling at Mannix and Mora because I was like right there by him, and we didn't know what
Man,
happened because like we couldn't hear anything because there's no commentary going on. Everybody's yelling and shit, and then we walk out, and then I hear Jesse saying he missed by 8 pounds, blah blah blah, and I was like, holy fucking shit, 8 pounds, and like Jesse sitting there saying like, oh yeah, we begged the commission to make this fight. The commission told me they didn't want this to happen. He's like, I told them to make it happen because he's scared and he wants every advantage possible coming to this fight. Well, he proved it. I mean, he didn't want to fight hard at the end of the day. And I was on the fence before I went to the weigh-in about
well,
it,
that's the
about who
problem
I
though,
thought was going
bro,
to win.
with some
I
of
had
these
watched film
fighters
on
being
it.
in Vegas. Like when you spend a whole month in
Well, that's
camp in
also too why
Vegas,
I always advise people. Mhm.
when you spend a whole camp in
Yeah,
Vegas and you're
I
undisciplined, bro, that's what's gonna fuck you.
yeah. I mean, that's why I always advise people in this, the odds can shift and everything like that, and you may lose a little bit of money off of it, but I'd rather be sure on it. I'm just a believer. I think you wait till the weigh-in to place bets for the most part. If you're in a fight where you don't know what's gonna happen, or you're like on the fence about it, you're 55-45, 60-40. I'm waiting to the weigh-in. I'm just kind of old school on that. I think you look at how someone looks at the weigh-in, and I've learned my lesson on shit like with Fulton, because if you remember, Fulton didn't look good against Fulton or Shock at the last weigh-in, and we had said something about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I think he'll overcome it. I think he's fine. Well, he wasn't fucking fine, obviously.
Well, he was going to lose regardless,
And
but
really,
I
at the
will
end of the
agree with
day,
you. He didn't look the same.
that's what I'm saying. He didn't look the same at all, and but also it could just be Shock's just way better than him. I didn't think so at the time, but after the
I
fight, it sure
did.
looked
I
like it.
flipped my pick on that fight because I realized halfway through the fight week, like, damn, I just want Fulton to win. And I didn't even think about it. Like, why do I even want Fulton to win? And then I went and filmed it again. I said, yeah, this is a really bad mistake. I'm picking Shock. And that fight went exactly how I thought it was gonna go.
I think people like. I think people were looking at like what Fulton had previously done against like Fig and everything like that too. You know,
I went
he
off
did
of the
look like he was
Angelo
done at
Leo
that
fight
point,
more
and
than
like I don't
anything, bro.
necessarily even believe, and the Leo fight, right? Like he's done good things, and I just didn't expect him to like look anywhere close to being that bad, because
Maybe
he's
his
not a
drive's
bad fighter
gone,
at all.
bro.
We've seen him look good.
Maybe that drive is gone.
I hope not. I always like Fulton.
At the end of the day, you
I
can be
mean,
the
he
best
just
fighter, but if you're not
uh,
training hard, then it's not gonna matter. And do you think he looks like he's not training hard?
well, he made like a joke, and people were so. I don't know if you've seen the interview, but this is what I'm going off of the way he looked too. Like he looked a little heavy, and then like there had already been some reports that he was trying to sweat it out and everything like that. He was having to cut like a couple more pounds in the upcoming days, and then he was just like, "Yeah, man, I'm." They're like, "How are you feeling?" He goes, "Man, I'm hungry. I'm like really hungry," and like I couldn't tell if he was actually saying he was starving or he was like hungry to win. Like he was joking about it, and it made it seem like he's like, "Man, I'm
No, he
starving to
wanted
death."
some food. He definitely wanted some food.
That's that's what I got from it.
Hey, stay down. Who do you have for this fight? I'm gonna go with Fulton
Yeah,
because
Sean Porter. Yep, Sean Porter asked him that this morning
I'm gonna go
about
with Fulton
Fulton
in this
and the
fight,
weight.
but I
He said
really
he's still a
hope
couple
he's
pounds.
not being a fat fuck and sitting around sitting on the couch not doing shit. Cause I mean after that Oshaki ass whooping, I could see him wanting to do that.
So Jab's saying that Fulton hasn't fought somebody this bad in a long time.
That's true.
I don't think
That's a
that
great
Liam Wilson's
point.
bad, bro. Like I mean,
Yeah, but it's a stylistic thing.
I don't think he's
Now,
bad. Though.
here's the thing though. Fulton likes to fight off the back foot a
I'd
lot,
say
and
just
you have
but
to
I
be in
can't
shape.
lie.
Bro,
Yeah,
you have to be in really good shape to fight like Fulton does. He moves a lot and he's on the back foot. He does a lot of rolls and he bends at the waist a lot.
he's a
When he
good
fought
boxer,
Fig, he
bro.
looked really good. If he's gonna beat this Wilson guy, he's gonna have
Especially
to
this
fight
man
like
fight.
that. Wilson's a pretty aggressive guy. I'm not gonna pick him
I
though.
feel like this is so. Stay down says that he's saying that it goes a distance. I agree, but he's never taped Wilson. Wilson knocked down Navarrete, but he ended up getting stopped by
Yeah,
him
but that's
later
the
on.
opposite fucking style of Fulton.
Right, and me and Seventy Nine we're talking about it too. And it's one of those things like he's awkward. He crosses his feet. He makes mistakes, and like you know, Nav's kind of like if he beat Nav, then sure, I would
Well, I want
definitely
you to
give him his
think about
props.
this though, real. So Liam Wilson almost exclusively throws like straight shots. Like a two down the middle is his bread and butter, right? That's one of
Mm-hmm.
the best punches. That is a style Navarrete was always gonna have trouble with because what does he do? He loads up on everything and throws everything really wide.
Yeah, he really don't move his head either.
Yeah, he don't move his head. He throws
He
really
really,
wide.
dude,
So
they
there's
haven't put a
always
lot of
an avenue for a good straight down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every big shot Liam Wilson has ever landed has been a straight down the middle. And I don't think that's just gonna beat Fulton. I think you gotta hit Fulton all over pretty much. I think you gotta go to the body with Fulton too.
The price for Fulton, though, what do you think about this? He's like a minus 320, I think. And I just don't. I don't think it's worth a bet, dude. Like, I don't trust him
I'm
at this
more
point
so
to
with
get this
stay
win.
down on this. I like the distance too. That motherfucker ain't knocked anyone.
Well, what
Fulton
is
ain't
the
knocked
distance?
anyone down in years. He ain't knocked anyone down in like 6 years or something like that.
What is the distance, Pan? It's like probably like minus 500 or 600, right?
I don't think it's that even. I bet it's less than that. I bet it's minus
Well, you
like
could pair it
250,
with
minus 300. It may not even came out yet.
you could
I mean,
pair
who
it.
knows?
Yeah, I haven't seen odds for it. And the thing is, I was gonna get in. I was gonna say you could parlay in with this next fight. Stay Down says that the distance is minus 320, and Fulton is a minus 380.
I
I
like,
think
yeah, I like
minus
the
380
distance
is
more.
actually not that. I mean, yeah, I mean, I like the distance more also,
Or an
but I mean,
over.
is that where
And
we about put
if we can,
price wise? Like, if you were going to set the odds for it, is that where you would put him at?
I would put
I
it
think it's fair.
where I think where you said was the right line. I was just saying I bet it's going to be a little bit less. You know how distances are. They price it for whatever reason in boxing. They give you way better pricing on distance than they do money line. For some reason, they screw money line odds in boxing. I hate it.
Yeah, and women's boxing is always a little different
I
with the
hardly
distance
bet that
also.
shit. That shit's a mess.
Yeah.
I hardly bet that.
Mhm. Well, I was gonna say you could probably pair this. I think if you wanted to do the distance for it to go the distance with Fulton and Wilson, you could parlay it with Berlanga Butler not to go the distance and probably get close to plus money, if not plus money. Because
I was
last I
watching a
seen,
little bit of film
not
on that
to go the
today on
distance.
my break. Uh, that fight is definitely a no distance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Since since it was announced and everything, that fight's not going the distance. I think Berlanga wins.
I don't
You
know,
would
bro.
think,
I don't
but
know. Uh,
can you explain the Berlanga no distance? These guys can both crack, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, they can crack and they can get hurt. They both have the ability to get hurt and hurt each
well,
other.
they're
Yeah,
both not very
I
good for
I
one.
think this is probably the most confident thing I'm in this weekend, and that too. They make a lot of mistakes defensively.
Well, here's
I
another
don't
thing
see why
too.
they would put Berlanga up on this pedestal and not expect him to go out there and knock somebody out. Like, no one wants to see Berlanga go the distance in a fight. He doesn't fight that kind of style. You know what I mean? So, like, if they're giving him this spot the top spot on a Zuffa card, I don't see him not getting this KO pretty much, or
Okay, I'm
he's
here to
getting
tell
iced
you
on
right
my cup.
now. Yeah, Steven Butler can knock this motherfucker out, bro.
Yeah, he can crack for sure.
That's all he can do. Now,
And
here's the thing
Berlanga's
with
chin
Steven
is not as
Butler.
bad, dude. He took some bombs from fucking Shiraz, bro. He took bombs from
I
Shiraz,
still
and was
think
still trying to
Shiraz
get up.
had a loaded rap
Still
in
trying
that
to.
left hand, but still, it would have ended up that way no matter what. It would have ended up.
That
It
would
would have
probably
lasted a
say
couple more
more
rounds.
about Berlanga's chin if it was, though, right? If he did have the loaded wraps, that would say even more about Berlanga's chin. Because how the fuck are you getting up from some of the bombs he
I
took?
don't think his chin's that good, honestly, dude.
I'm not saying it's a lead or anything like that, but dude, like the fact that he
It
wasn't
don't
out
matter,
cold
bro. Like it don't
by
matter.
fucking Shiraz.
Your chin doesn't automatically matter if you just keep it right there for someone to hit at all times. Like no one
Well,
is
it
more
goes back to what I
stationary of
always
a
talk
fighter.
about. To me,
That's
that
what I was
chin.
confused about last night on Gary's live. People were saying that Berlanga's got feet. That motherfucker sits right there and plants his
He
feet,
doesn't.
gets in a high guard. It's a loose high guard too. It's not even a good one. And he gets smacked in his shit so hard all the time.
Berlanga hardly moves. He moves a
At
little bit
all.
lat, a little bit laterally. Sorry, laterally.
He tried to
Um,
move against Shiraz for
but
a
that's
little
it.
bit, and it didn't work. He got tired, I think, and then he just went back to his old style of just sitting right there, not moving his feet. And that's another thing too. He don't work when he's stationary. He don't work at all.
Stay down said, I see Butler's last 8 fights straight have been won and lost by KO, but Berlanga has some UDs in his recent fights.
Yes, he's right about
Yeah,
that.
uh,
One thing I want to add to that
yeah.
though, I think two of them fights that Berlanga has went to distance. I think his ass got knocked down in them too. Uh,
I know he did in one.
the no
I
distance
know he
is the
did in
play,
one.
man, because Steven
Uh,
Butler either knocks people out
it's a
or he
good
gets
risk, bro.
knocked
I'm
out.
telling you. And it's what is it like? It was like a minus 220 for the
It
rest
was
last night
lower
when
before
we looked
that.
at
It
it,
was
right?
fucking
It
like
was a
minus
minus
one.
150. It was a minus 150.
That's another thing
Insanity.
too, though. This is a Zuffa
It
card,
was a
and
minus 150
the
at one point, I believe.
the KO ratio for Zuffa cards
Shit.
is insane, honestly.
Hold on, you're breaking up on me. What'd you say?
The KO ratio for Zuffa cards is like insanely high. Bro, we still got that old ass fucking chair. That thing's like
Yeah.
15 years old.
Yeah, I think it's a piece of shit, bro. It's the only one I got. I got to start fucking upgrading, bro.
It's so
We're
old. The
starting from the
logo is
bottom
just
right now, all right?
the logo is completely gone
It's
almost.
only going to make it better when you get on Gary's level, bro. Yeah, it's worn down, bro. I hit it with a power washer one time because somebody left it outside.
You hit it with a power washer.
Yeah, it had like shit all over it. But anyway, let's not talk about my struggles, all right? But yeah, it's a good parlay to make. I think you go distance. It's a two leg. You could, if you really wanted to be ballsy, you could add some more
Hey,
stuff to it.
I want to
But
know Stay Down's opinion on this Hitchens and Salas fight. I don't know why everybody's just decided out of nowhere that Salas is some fucking bum or something.
well, Stay Down said something right when he said, "All right, yeah, that no distance is locked up." Then I caught it at minus 200.
That's
Still a good
good.
play. My lay for the weekend: Hamza KO. Hamza KO, I like it. Berlanga, Butler, no distance yet, and Hitchens money line plus 109.
That's a
I see it's a plus
goddamn
130 on
amazing
FanDuel
parlay.
today. I like it. Yeah, that's really good. I may have to tail that actually. That may be I may actually post that on one of my YouTube shorts.
Now, you know me when it
As like a
comes to
play.
boxing bets. When I have a bet, I hammer the bet pretty much. I'll tell you one thing though. I'll take Hitchens in probably one parlay, uh, and one safe parlay. But I'm telling you right now, I am not hammering him, bro.
The thing is that I got to think about here: does does Salas have the kind of pressure that we think that Hitchens does
Fuck
not
yeah, he
deal
does. Fuck yes, he does. And here's my whole thing with Hitchens. You would think he got back in the lab, that he went back into sparring, and he's been sparring these Mexican style fighters. Maybe to get better at that. That's just what some fighters need to do. They're not very good with the style. That's their weakness. They need to go fight that style. I don't know if he's done that though. If he's done that, he should beat this guy and he should feel better at this weight. But I'm tired of hearing this motherfucker bitch about his weight every time something don't go his way. In the limos fight, oh, the weight, the IBF clause, the IBF clause. I don't give a fuck about that, first of all. B,
Hitchens is a
it,
mountain of excuses. I will say that.
it's a mountain of excuses. And then he didn't fight Duarte. And the fucking post chemotherapy Fierro stepped in and whooped Duarte's ass. I mean, he got robbed. He counted as a lot, but he got robbed bad. That dude came into the fight on a 1 day's notice and fucking beat Duarte's ass. Why couldn't Hitchens do that shit,
Yeah,
dude?
Fierro put on a show.
He didn't look good
I
either.
mean,
He
isn't it
looked.
all? I mean,
Did you notice that shit?
I don't
Did you
believe it.
notice how bad Fierro looked in that fight? He legit got off the couch. He was gonna miss weight so bad that he had to shave his head.
Hey, what? Did he really shave his head to make weight? I've
Why do
never
you
heard of
think?
that shit
You
before.
really think Fierro wanted to fucking have that bald ass head? That was a fresh cut.
I thought he was just going through some crisis deal, bro. I was like,
That's
holy
even
shit, Fierro.
worse.
But anyway, Stay Down said, yeah, that might be worse. Uh, Stay Down said he thinks that Hitchens is going to show out in the Salas fight. He knows he has a lot to prove in this fight. Who is
Right.
this we got in
He
here now?
does. He should do it.
Yo, is that Joseph? Yo,
Yo,
Bro, I thought it was Bryce Mitchell.
this is the RGBA guy, bro.
what's up?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this is the guy. Man, we were just talking about what do you think about Richardson Hitchens this weekend in Salas?
Damn. Went out bad.
You said who's going out bad?
Wait, what'd you say? I'm like doing two things at once. Sorry.
Bro, you don't have to get on the stream while you're driving.
Nah, you good. I'd
Like,
rather
I
do
could
this and
probably
listen to
be
music.
held liable for this. I could probably be held liable for this if you get in a wreck. Like they're gonna be like, "Oh, the real box." Hey, but it might blow up my channel, right?
Bro, Robert Garcia's going to sue your ass real.
Yeah,
I just left that place right now.
Yeah. So you had told me too. We didn't get to talk about this very much, but so is Bruno actually in y'all's gym? But because you said that he moves around a lot.
Yeah, he's like, I've seen him once, but then again, I don't always train in the morning, so I don't always see him. But yeah, I know he spars and he trains at like a lot of different gyms, whatever's like best fitting for
Bro,
him.
he made a name for himself. I don't know if you've seen that fight, but that was a tough guy he was against. Saul Sanchez is no joke.
No, yeah, I didn't watch that fight.
Shit, he got put down in the second round.
Damn.
Got worried there for a second, but then he came back and I mean won the last three rounds and it was close. But I mean I had Bruno by a round, but yeah, man, he definitely put his name out there for people to see. And that's another one of y'all's guys. I guess technically it's not, but you know,
Yeah.
it's someone that's associated with RGBA, I guess, at least a little bit. Well, when's your next fight? So your fight's coming up at the end of this month, or is it the beginning of next month?
I'm aiming to fight next month, but it's really whenever I like sign up for it.
Do you already know your opponent? Or no? Oh,
No.
you haven't even signed up for it. Oh, okay.
It's because I'm trying to drop weight right now. I already dropped 6 pounds. I need like 7 more pounds to go, and I'm good.
What are you trying to get to?
I'm trying to fight at 198.
Oh, a cruiser.
Yeah, right now I'm 206.
Well, you got
Amateur.
time. You got time. Let's see. I think we got more people coming in. Man, fucking third, bro. Third's always missing shit in here.
What does he even do?
Bro, third is the one. What's up, Dillian?
Man.
I don't even know.
Is he LARPing? Is this Zerg guy or whatever his name is LARPing you?
Third? No, bro. Third. Where the fuck is third? See, this is what would get the show popping because third has like, you can talk with him for like 10 minutes and he's got good takes, you know, and then he'll throw out the wildest shit you ever heard in your life and then just act like it's the most normal thing that everybody believes that shit. And then there will be like people telling him straight up, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, bro, y'all are mean.
Bro, because he does that for me. He does that shit at like 2 a.m. I'm like, bro, come on. He's like, he adds everyone. He's like, fantasy fight. Rocky Marciano versus Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I always said that if they're at a promotion company with fantasy fights, he'd be a billionaire. But
And he's not trolling at all.
No, because he's not people who have like outrageously bad take. You know, he's got good taste. He knows boxing and everything like that as far as like the sport and everything. But like once or twice a night, 3 a.m., he'll throw something out there, and everybody jumps in the Box chat. 3 a.m. Third is special. That's for sure. That's for sure. Stay down said, "Who do y'all like, Devin Haney or Keyshawn?"
I'm gonna go Keyshawn.
79 likes Keyshawn. I don't know.
Yeah, I want Keyshawn.
Yeah.
Now, if it was anyone else, I'd probably pick Devin Haney. I can't lie, but I just think Keyshawn Davis is that guy.
Man, we're just talking about fights coming up, and now right now we're talking about Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah, Keyshawn. Isn't Haney Jewish?
No, he's Muslim.
Oh, come on, bro! Don't do that. I already told you. You're gonna get me banned on here. My second stream.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Keyshawn, bro.
Yeah, I want Keyshawn.
Devin Haney is Muslim, by the way. But I don't know, bro. They're like, you're just gonna have to get down to it. Like, I'm going Devin for right now, but I could flip to Keyshawn though. Dylan said no Jew talk on this, bro. Trying to get Zach banned.
Sorry, bro.
Come on, man.
Can't help it.
And it won't just get him banned, bro. It'll get him airstrike.
Okay, bro. Y'all are both going to be banned.
They're gonna Kirk me.
Oh man, yeah. Well, Joseph knows what it's like to get banned. He had a big account, and it got banned, and he was pretty upset.
Yeah, I got like 5 accounts banned, dude.
And then now you get warnings if you get a follow from a new Joseph account. It tells you that he's been banned like a bunch of times. It gives you a warning. It's just funny as hell.
Damn, I almost killed someone.
Bro, you can hang up and call back in. You ain't, like, this isn't a one-time thing.
Bro, all right, I'll call y'all back.
Okay, bro. Yeah, call
Joseph
back. Call back.
Almost killed someone. Joseph out. All right. He has.
Yeah, I got viewers, bro. All right. I want Keyshawn to win. Isn't Haney Jewish?
Jew-ish. Jew.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I thought he meant juicing, like because it's a juice box.
No.
Where you at, JMR, man? And all these Boxaholics guys, bro, they won't get in here, bro. I keep telling them to because it would make shit more interesting. Like, it's just
bro,
me and 79
here. There's a lot of streams like that. I mean, there's some guys, their house is probably loud or they're trying to be quiet, but then
we're up to 6 viewers. That's a personal best. I know
there's
it seem like a lot, but we got 6 live viewers right now. Feel free. I got the StreamYard link at the top in the comments. If y'all want to join in and talk, for sure, hop in. All right, we got Dylan. He's going to hop in a bit. He's going to eat. Hop in a bit. Let's get to
the last thing I want to say on that Hitchens and Salas fight.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not hammering like betting wise. I'm not hammering Hitchens money line, bro. That shit's too wide for one. -950. I'm only gonna put him in one parlay probably, and other than that, man, that fight's up in the air. I don't think people realize how good Salas is.
Salas killer, bro, for sure. I just don't know. The Limos fight is what really just sells it for me, and then the way that he acted after the during the whole Duarte thing. I mean, that's like
right.
I don't think you're wrong to have questions about Richardson Hitchens. I mean, to me, you'd be.
Yeah, Gary asked me last night, how long are we gonna hold that against him? Like, when are we gonna forgive him for that? I got an answer for that. When
Until
he
he goes out there
fucking
and he beats the killer.
right, and
When he
you
beats
could
the top
say.
guy, for sure.
You could say, "Oh yeah, look what he did against." I mean, for one, that Liam Paro fight, he won it, but it was kind of close. Another thing, what he did against Cambosis, but wow,
No
you
one
beat
gives a damn
two.
about Cambosis win, bro.
Well, if you look back, bro, that dude's style is tailor made for Richardson Hitchens.
Yeah, I mean, like the Duarte fight would have told a lot. I'll tell you that because we would have known right then. We would have known right
This
then
fight wouldn't
that
be
he
happening
wouldn't
if
have.
that happened.
Well, what I'm saying is like we would have known like okay, he fixed his deficiencies against the style that Limos had, right? Like he can finally handle pressure. You know what I mean? So Dylan says Salas is a dog, but Hitchens is something special. I guess we're gonna see.
Okay, I do have a question for Dylan, bro.
Go ahead.
Why the fuck did, and by the way, I think Limos may have won that fight. It should have been a draw, but I think Limos probably
I
won
thought it
that
was really
fight.
close.
Okay, so tell me why that happened, and then Keyshawn Davis goes and makes him look like a bum. When I showed my dad that fight, because I wanted to show him Keyshawn Davis, I wanted to show him just how good he was. He's like, "Oh no, he's just fighting a bum." Like that's not a bum.
Yeah, Limos ain't no
Limos
bum.
is not a fucking bum, bro. And
Yeah,
Keyshawn
he's
Davis went
definitely
out
not
there and did that. So is Keyshawn Davis just the next Bud Crawford and Hitchens is something special, or is Hitchens just maybe not that fucking guy, bro?
He's just not as
That's what
good
I'm
as
wondering.
Keyshawn, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, that's really what it is to me. I mean, I don't think that
Well, of
Hitchens is a
course
bad
not.
fighter at
I
all.
don't know if anyone is better than fucking, especially like in
Hitchens
that
is a
age
world class
range.
fighter, but he's just not as good as the top two or three guys I think in those divisions.
Well, there's certain guys that they're gonna have. Every boxer has a stylistic problem. Even the
Mm-hmm.
two best boxers I've ever seen in my lifetime was Floyd and Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford struggled with that Soviet style a little bit, but Floyd Mayweather struggled with that Mexican style sometimes. Sometimes it depends on how good you were at it. But maybe Hitchens is one of those guys too, where if you're just sitting there throwing a barrage of punches at him up in his fucking grill, he's really not that fucking good. And that's what it looked like to me against Limos. I mean, you really think that if Hitchens is that special, he didn't go out there and at least win wide against him? No, that fight was close as shit.
Well, so Stay Down said something here. He said Hitch called out Duarte to fight at 147. I mean, to be honest with you, bro, at the end of the day, too, Duarte's got to get back and kind of reevaluate on things a little bit because he just lost to a guy like we were talking about a minute ago who got off.
They gave him the fight.
A day or two notice.
They gave him the fucking fight. The whole world seen him get his ass whooped by Fierro a day's notice. He got embarrassed,
so really,
bro.
At the end of the day, when you think about it, maybe Hitchens would have made him look bad because Duarte didn't look good against.
Okay,
Fierro.
well, we won't know. That's the problem.
But we won't know. We won't know exactly. Like,
so, does that sound like a minus 950 to you, bro? I think it's a minus 1,000 now on some books. Does that sound like a minus 1,000 to you?
We're gonna see. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to think of Hitchens at this point. Like, I don't know if he's here or here. You know.
I don't either, and I think here's the problem with Hitchens. I think if you put him in front of a guy that can box, he's fine. Like, honestly, I would love to see him and Shakur. I would love to see him and Shakur fight, bro. I can't lie. That actually might not be a bad fight. But I'm here to tell you right now, there's some fighters that are so good with that style, and the flip side of that style just kills them. There's just some guys out there like that.
So Dylan said, Paro, a world champ now that wins aging like wine.
Okay,
but before, right?
Okay, but stylistically, before, but stylistically, bro, yeah, he took Paro's belt from him. I think I could be wrong.
Yeah, because Paro took it from. I think him and Matias were fighting for a vacant belt, right?
Yes. No. I think Matias straight up had the belt.
Did he have the belt?
I think he did. I think he had like an IBF belt or something like that. But anyways, Dude, Liam Paro is first of all small as fuck. Salas is not small. Two, Liam Paro is not a inside fighter at all. At all. He just sits on the outside. He's a lot like Hitchens, honestly. He's just not as good as Hitchens. He's not as athletic as Hitchens. Not as long as Hitchens. Doesn't have as good of a jab as him. Paro is a good fighter, and believe me, I like Paro a lot. But I'm here to tell you right now, he does not have the skills necessary to give Hitchens the problems a guy like Limos gave him. Who, I mean, and think about this, bro. You would think a guy like Hitchens would go out there and destroy a dude like Limos. Limos crosses his feet. He throws huge overhands. He throws huge haymakers. It's easy to time. Why couldn't he do it then? So what makes you think he's going to go in there and just automatically do it against Salas?
The main thing with Richardson Hitchens from the film breakdown, because I did film breakdown for the Duarte fight, but I never released it because it got canceled, so I never put it in my video, right? But in the video, I was saying that Richardson Hitchens is an elite level guy when everything is going exactly how he wants it to. But when you give him something that he doesn't like, or it's something, like, just a little bit of dirtiness, or just too much pressure, just relentless, like you're not easing up on him. You're not letting him breathe, or you're doing something that he doesn't like. He looks almost completely different. It's like he don't know how to adapt to
okay,
one or two certain things. And I get it that people struggle with certain styles and everything like that, like we were talking about. But at the same time, you have to learn to adapt, and that's what's going to make him either an A fighter or a B fighter at the end of the day.
I'm seeing what dude's saying here. He says at the end, styles makes fights, and that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, I want someone to name a time since that Limos fight that Hitchens has fought this style and he's looks good. Like you said a minute ago, Real, what is the only thing Hitchens has done since that fight? He's beat 2 Australian dudes. One of them's pretty good. I'll give that credit. But what did he do against the guy who fights like Limos? He didn't fight him on the day of the fight. He said, "I'm not doing it."
You mean Duarte?
So you mean to tell me he was hurt against Limos, like it says in this comment, he was injured against Limos, and then coincidentally got a little tummy ache against Duarte and said, "I'm not going to fight."
Hitchens is a minus 950, and his decision is only minus 220. So I think the books think the KO is in there. Has Salas ever been put out?
No, he's been put down one time against the different Mexican dude, I think. This motherfucker Salas put down Vila, I think, in 1 or 2 rounds, though, bro. I think he ended him in 1 or 2 rounds.
It was 2 rounds.
He hit, bro. It took Boots like 6 or 7 rounds to end that dude, right?
8. I think it was 8.
Bro.
Minus 220, though, dude, that may be another parlay piece if you think about it. Because, I mean, if the fight goes the distance, Hitchens is probably going to get the nod.
Well, I don't like it because I'm not counting out, by the way, to anyone listening, I'm not counting Hitchens out in this fight. I don't like the money line value at all in this, given the context. If you had to have me choose, I'd say Hitchens wins this fight.
Like, some people don't bet. So, like, what are you saying by that?
I don't like the value in it, bro. Why would I fucking put that guy in all my parlays? Why would I put Hitchens minus 1,000 pretty much? He's probably going to get wider than that. Why would I ever put that in my parlays knowing that this guy, the last time he fought this style against a little dude, but because Limos is small as fuck, especially compared to Hitchens, against a little dude who just throws massive, predictable overhands. That's all he fucking does is spam overhands. He couldn't do shit against him. He probably should have lost that fight. And you're meaning to tell me I should bet on that guy when he's fighting a better version of him, a more crafty version of him, a guy with better power than Limos? No, I'm not doing that.
So fuck basically that. What I was getting at, though, was if he's a minus 1,000, why you don't bet on someone like that? Even if you're for sure like, oh, yeah, he's going to win. If you bet $100 on Richardson Hitchens' money line at minus 1,000, you're getting $10 if he wins. And then if he loses, then you lose that $100. It's not worth the risk is what we're getting at. You have to
it's not worth the risk at all. Imagine this motherfucker gets beat by Salas and you're like, "Damn, dude, I put all that money in there because that's what you have to do.
What
You're
if
gonna have
he
to put a
just
lot of
passed
money
away?
down to make money on this fucking fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not fucking worth it whatsoever, like you're saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Now, if you put Hitchens in one parlay, like I was saying earlier, like Too Easy just was talking about, he has him in a 3-leg. Okay, he's probably gonna win this fight. Cool, but do not hammer this guy, man.
So something I wanted to go over too. I forgot about this. Who do you think gained the most and lost the most from this last weekend? So like we got people like Andy Cruz's stock probably stayed the same. I would say you have somebody like Bruno Rios that his stock went until now, really.
I could tell you who
But
lost the most off the
I was
bat.
kind of getting to where it's either Brian Flores or Pacheco.
It's not Pacheco because
I mean,
a lot of people were picking against Pacheco in that fight. A lot of people not. Now, if you look back, like I said on D1 stream, this motherfucker's tailor made for Pacheco. Aleem just sits there and eats jabs. He sits there and eats straights.
We saw it in the first 2 rounds. I mean, it was.
So
I was about ready to turn.
Brian Flores fumbled the bag. I'm actually halfway convinced.
I thought it was all right.
I'm halfway convinced that shit was a sparring match because Brian Flores does not fight like that ever.
Oh, you talking about Flores? Yeah. I mean, I don't think Brian looked bad though. He had him in spots where I thought he could have ended him.
Real.
Yeah,
let's be honest for a minute. Going back to Liam Paro. Going back to Liam Paro. I mean, I love how every conversation somehow circles back to him, but
yeah,
that motherfucker made Navarro quit in less than 5 rounds. He made him quit on his stool because he got a bloody nose. And you mean to tell me Brian Flores can go out there? You mean to tell me Brian Flores can do that?
I've never seen Brian be so selective with shots, especially when he's got someone.
It looked like a fucking sparring match, bro. It looked like they were buddies and they agreed they're going to go to distance. And that was a big fumble because if he would have went out there and knocked him out, that's 2 good performances in a row.
And he maybe gets a pretty good fight.
Guarantee you he does, but he fumbled. Now, this is boxing, bro. This is the boxing business we're talking about, though. So you can have a bad fight and they'll still give you a big fight. So maybe I'm wrong, but you would think that he would have to go out there and look good.
It really just comes down to what the organizations like rank people and everything like that. But I mean, really, the rankings obviously don't matter either. So I'm just like, it's always just been a dream that everything runs good in the organizations for me, and it never does.
It could easily run way better, but they don't want it to.
We have the shitter fight this weekend too. I think Otto Wallen, right?
That's a terrible fight, bro. To anyone listening, I'm gonna give myself donkey of the day for something. I made like a fucking 12-leg parlay, and the last 2 legs is Jalil Hackett and the dude all the while was fighting, fucking Sorenko. I went and watched film today on that, bro. And Sorenko is terrible.
Yeah. Okay, so Stay Down says, I wasn't expecting Diego to stop Aleem. I caught the live KO play when the ref told Aleem he was going to stop the fight if he don't see something from him. Should have hammered. What was he at during that time when you saw it? Because I was thinking about it like early because I saw him keep eating the jabs. But at the end of the day, I was like, man, I feel like Pacheco might just,
It was good odds. I didn't bet it. I was watching it. Yeah, even the books didn't believe in Pacheco.
They're saying Otto might get the KO.
He can.
Might get the KO. I mean, it's possible.
The problem with him, bro, he looked like shit. Both of them look like shit recently.
Dockers, didn't Dockers get him off the couch?
Bro.
Yeah,
he's terrible. They say that dude. They say that motherfucker Sorenko is like a Ukrainian amateur champ like twice, and I'm sitting here watching his fights.
Comments, bro. I keep seeing the comments. They're like, bro, y'all are underestimating Sorenko. The fuck I am. Dude. Even if he beats Otto Wallen, I mean, is that a good win, really? I mean, we don't think very much of Otto
It's
Wallen anyway.
okay. Here's the deal with Otto Wallen. Otto Wallen used to be decent, but I think he's fucking shot. Did you
I
remember
never
when he
thought he was
fought Derek Chisora?
Yeah.
He looks terrible. That's why I added
Where do you thought
Sorenko
Gary?
to that parlay. But now I'm regretting it, and I can cash out right now. But
Mhm.
I'm thinking about doing it, but I don't know if it'll let me do it if Jalil Hackett wins.
Yeah, probably not. I bet it won't.
You know
Mine
how they
would
have
though.
those delays.
Hmm. Yeah, they do it on purpose. But
Another thing too is I think that Jalil Hackett fight is and maybe after it, like you know what I mean, like the
mhm.
way the card works.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that too. Gary's taking Derevchenko, I believe.
I don't understand it. Like, okay, so he's not.
Maybe 8 years ago.
He's not. Yeah, literally, he's not concerned. He's not concerned with the durability of him, but he's concerned with the durability of Errol Spence.
Derevchenko's 40, bro.
He's 40
He's
years
40
old. He's gotten injured in like his
against
last three
Jalil Hackett,
fights.
who's a good athlete, really good athlete, bro. I mean, like, I don't think he's gonna be able to keep up with him. I don't know. I think Jalil probably gets the KO. I mean, I don't know what the
Honestly,
odds are on it, but I think he gets the KO.
honestly, I don't think you're wrong. I've been saying that at some point, yeah, I could see something freak happening in this fight where he gets so badly injured because that's what's been happening in his last few fights. He's tore his bicep in apparently like his last out of three fights.
Man, I seen a torn bicep on the Pacheco card. The guy who fought Frederico Pacheco, and it was like popped out like crazy. It was a dude from Oklahoma, the one we were talking about that got
Nah,
beat by
man,
at
that
Big
dude. Wait,
Gauntlet.
from the other night?
Yeah, dude, his
No,
bicep was
that
like
dude's from
popped out.
Mississippi.
Oh yeah, he's from Mississippi, but he fights out of Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, we're taking Jalil Hackett in this fight, right? I mean, I don't even
I
think there's a crazy amount to talk about in this.
It's either gonna be the fight of the year, or I think he's gonna. I think guys like Sergey are a ticking time bomb. We want to sit around and talk shit about Errol Spence's health and his durability, as if he didn't get destroyed by the best fighter of this era. But
But
we
then
don't
we just
fucking doubt
ignore
guys
other
that are
people
40
that do
years
it way
old.
worse. Yeah,
We
right.
don't doubt
I
guys
mean,
who
how many
tore their
40-year-olds
bicep.
have we seen that? There's hardly any 40-year-olds I can think of, especially right now that aren't already out of the sport. That I would say, like hell yeah, I 100% believe in that 40-year-old, that 40-year-old plus fighter.
Name them.
That's what I'm saying. I can't.
Better
Like,
be a, and that's another guy I think is a ticking
is
time
Better be
bomb.
at 40 now?
He's got to be 40, 41 years old by now, right?
Yeah, I didn't know if he was 39 still technically or not. Yeah,
No, I think he's like 41.
did you get to see Connor Ben talk his shit in Spanish to Ryan Garcia? He knew more Spanish than Ryan did. That shit was funny as hell.
I didn't see that. I just seen the little bit end of that press conference for it. And I
It didn't
mean,
sound that bad, really. His Spanish didn't sound that bad.
man, it wouldn't surprise me that a
Weird.
Brit knows more Spanish than Ryan Garcia.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised, Ryan wanted to be like Oscar and everything like that there for a bit. And, Oscar had to gain his respect from the Mexican community. It don't even seem like Ryan gives a fuck because he's got so much of a following just as a whole, in America. Like, I mean, I guess he don't think it's worth it anymore.
Oscar's name's not
He
even
was about
attached to
right
this. Oscar's name's not even the Golden Boy is nowhere to be found on that. Go look it up. They're not have nothing to do with this fight.
Well, Oscar said 2 weeks ago it wasn't happening. He's like, no one wants to see this fight, blah, blah, blah. Which I thought it was a marketing tactic at the time, but I think he don't want the fight at the end of the day.
Of course he don't. Of course he don't want it to happen. But what's happened here is, and I was saying the other day, oh my bad, to Gary. I was like, they are doing a cross promotion fight, but I got to take that back now. I looked it up. This is
No,
not
I
cross
told you that.
promotion.
I told you that.
You and Gary both said that they're going to do cross
Oh, yeah,
promotion. And we gotta take that shit back.
Hey,
This is
Ryan
not. This is
Garcia,
purely Zuffa.
Ryan Garcia is a minus 430 against Conor Benn. I think that's a little wide for me, to be honest with you. I think Ryan's going to win it right now, but minus 430.
If you ask
I
me,
don't know about that.
Ryan's gonna win.
It'd be like a minus 220. Well, here's the thing, bro. We had Mario Barrios at what was he? I mean, that was nearly a dead even fight, right?
No,
odds at a minus 430.
no, it was not.
What
It
was
was.
Ryan?
It was. Ryan was a minus 300, I think.
I don't think so. Let's go back and look at that. But
I mean, look it up. Go to Pro Boxing Odds. It'll show you it. If you just look up,
it might have been that.
If you just go to Pro Boxing Odds and look up Ryan Garcia, it'll show all of his odds he's ever had.
What do you think about the minus 430 though against Ben?
It's a little bit. Nah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say wide. You know how boxing is, and they never give us good odds. So minus 430 seems like it's not wide, but it is wide. If you go off other sports and how it should be priced, yeah, it's wide.
Okay. Stay Down says it was minus 215. I just looked it up. Ryan Garcia closed as a minus 250.
Yeah. I mean, so that makes sense.
So, but we're giving him double the chance to beat Conor Benn. If we're Vegas, we're giving him double the chance to beat Conor Benn. I realize it's opening odds, right? But I think Conor Benn, even before the Barrios fight, we would have said that Conor Benn's a tougher fight than Mario Barrios.
I don't know about that, Zach. I don't know. Do you really think that?
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I really just I like Mario Barrios. I just don't think.
What has Conor Benn done to make you think that?
It's just the eye test at this point. I don't really have anything to
the eye test, because I mean, I was all in on Conor Benn stopping Regis Prograis, and he went out there and lost a bunch of rounds to him.
Yeah, that was.
And by the way, an injured Regis Prograis, a shot Regis Prograis.
Really, they could have made Battle of the Mid and done Barrios and Ben. Yeah.
Honestly, bro, I'm not sure Conor Benn's better than him.
Right now, I'd probably take Ben right now over Barrios, bro. I think Barrios is done. You can't put on that type of performance against Ryan Garcia and tell me that, you need to be at that world.
Okay, here's another thing though that we're not talking about. And I feel like no one's talking about this, but Ryan brought it up in the press conference. The weight. That motherfucker, Ben, he ain't fought that weight, has he?
That's something that worries me too, and no one's even been talking about it at all. But he's shifting weight a lot. Ben's he went up to 160 to fight Eubank twice, and then he goes back down to I think 147 or 140. Was it 140 or 147? He fought Regis.
It was 147. He brought Regis up all the way to 147. So maybe he has fought there before. I could be wrong. I would look that up.
I mean, you realize so if what we're saying is true, then he brought Regis up and still couldn't put him out.
He didn't even get close. The only time he ever rocked him is when he legally hit him after the bell ring.
Mm-hmm.
He lost rounds in that fight too. He got fucked up a little bit himself.
Regis has never been stopped though.
Okay, but it's still a shot Regis Prograis. That's not.
And JoJo also hurt him multiple times in the fight before.
Zach, that just proves it even more. That means JoJo shot.
That wasn't a defense. That was a kind of point I was making.
My bad. I thought you were basically saying, "Oh no, Regis is just durable," which he is durable.
Was 100% getting touched by JoJo Diaz.
Yeah, JoJo probably won that fight.
I didn't have him winning it, but it was close.
Man, JoJo looked like shit in that Ashton Silva fight the other day.
He got the win in the bare knuckle shit though. Did you see that? His first bare knuckle fight, he knocked the guy out.
Oh, cool. He took off the gloves.
It's still, it's still cool. I mean, it's JoJo Diaz. Yeah.
Man, most of them bare knuckle fighters they put in there are fucking dope heads, bro.
Okay. was it you telling me last night? I don't know if anybody knows this or anybody's been talking about it, but did you ever hear any more about Paulie?
I mentioned it the other day because I seen where they said like he was the replacement, but apparently some other dude is supposed to be the replacement.
Okay, I was about to say I didn't believe that.
Yeah, I would look it up real quick if I were you. Maybe Stay Down knows who I'm talking about, but there's someone else that's supposed to fight the guy Jamal was supposed to fight.
Who's the guy?
I don't know why Jamal Charlo didn't get his visa fucking 3 months ago. Like, why did you wait the last few weeks to do that?
I don't understand why they do it like that either. And it's not even on them, I bet. I bet it's on the promotion companies. Like, that's probably on somebody else.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. I bet his promotion company should be reminding him. His promoter should be reminding him. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody able to fucking do a visa but yourself. That's on him.
It's Maul, not Mel, right?
Jamal.
Yeah. I was getting confused, bro.
I don't get him confused. I always like Jamal more personally.
I wouldn't have dude, this was a kickboxer. I didn't realize he was a kickboxer.
I think Jamal was gonna go in there and beat the fuck out of him like he did Cornflake. But yeah.
Let me see. I can't find anything on it, dude.
What did you look up?
His this Cohen Meduzier next fight. So as of late July 26th is not officially confirmed a replacement opponent for Meduzier, though there are active reports of late notice fighters such as Paulie Malignaggi volunteering to step in.
I think EV Boxing said in his video today someone stepped in.
I'll have to look into it more. I can't find anything on it right now, though.
Yeah, that card. This is just a common theme in boxing we see now. There's never a full fucking card that goes through.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, also I seen a bunch of people, like not just one or two, like a bunch of people commenting, like, "Oh man, Charlo's visa got denied. This whole card is ruined." Is it ruined? I mean, that's the fight that ruined
it was never an amazing card, bro. But I will admit, Jamal not getting the fight on there, it does suck.
Well, I mean, now we're gonna see another 6 months of inactivity on there, unless he can find something.
6 months? You mean 6 fucking years?
I'm just being realistic, but yeah.
No, I'm being realistic too, bro. Him and his brother don't fight.
Tired of these guys not fighting more than once a year and everything.
I'm tired of all these cards getting ruined, bro. Name me a card that's not been getting ruined. And then the one card that didn't get ruined, the fucking
the Zuffa cards.
Well, I mean, the Zuffa cards never get ruined. They're fucking awesome. Everyone hates on them for no reason. But remember the Times Square card? Do you remember how shitty that card was?
The what card?
The Times Square card last year.
Yeah, it was ass. And people thought it was going to be card of the year.
No one pulled out of that shit, and it ended up being just a hot pile of shit, dude.
Yeah. Matchroom cards always come through.
I disagree with that.
I think they're all right. Yeah, I mean,
dude, half of them cards are just some fucking British guy, some guy named Timothy Alloway versus some other random British guy with 1 knockout and 10 wins.
I was more so talking about the ones that they've had in the United States.
They sit there.
I mean, the one I went to was fine.
Dude, I didn't have a problem with it. Yeah, you went to one in a fucking America, bro. But for every American Matchroom card, there's another one in Britain where there's some fucking commentator sitting there talking about how some amazing these British boxers are, and they fucking suck. Let's be honest.
There's a handful of them I like, but yeah, as a whole, it's just, like Gary says, they don't like violence.
It's not even just that. Like, you really think that a lot of them don't want to go in there and get a knockout? No, they just suck. I mean, and that's the problem with this whole fucking British takeover. It's not it's not the talent, it's the money's behind the British fighters. So I got to sit here and half the cards I watch, if not more than half the cards this year, is some fucking dude named Charlie Welly from fucking Essex who has one knockout. Oh yeah, I really want to watch that.
Well, it's like this. Like, if you're not going to go in there and knock people out, you got to be really skillful. You got to be, like, elite at something. You got to be, like, entertaining in some sort of way or fashion. And that's what I feel like the Brits lack, is I don't see that guy who's just, like, an elite level boxer. I don't see some – now, you have a guy like a Dalton Smith who's super tough. He's got pop. You know, he's, like, one of the ones that I like out of
Oh, I'm not saying it's all of them. It's just most of them.
Yeah.
Um,
but like, why did? Yeah, okay. So that's mainly Queensberry, in my opinion.
yeah,
Matchroom
the
usually
Queensberry.
actually has
God, those Queensberry. I'll give you that. The Queensberry cards are usually the worst ones. But dude, I want
Queensberry cards are stupid.
Dylan. I want you the next time. His name's Dylan, right?
I think so. I think that's how you say it.
Next time you like just go look at the schedule for Matchroom. Go look at some of them cards, dude. And you can't tell me that at least half of them are just terrible. I mean, look at this Anthony Joshua. I mean, actually, is Anthony Joshua, is he even a Matchroom? I don't even know.
I don't even know if he's still with Eddie Rowe at the end of the day. I really don't. I don't really keep up with the who signed to who anymore. It's just
I do. I always do because
I do when the fight comes up, but I'm not like seeing news.
When they do cross promotions, bro, that's a big deal. I mean, Matchroom gets destroyed by most of these other guys most of the time.
Matchroom doesn't do BS matchups most of the time.
Okay, they don't do. I'll give you that. They don't do most of the time. They don't do BS matchups. But the problem isn't the matchups I have a Matchroom. It's literally the talent that they have. That's why when they did that 5v5 card, they got destroyed by Queensberry, who puts on terrible cards. But you know what Queensberry does have an eye for? Talent.
Yeah, they do.
Every promoter has a good eye for talent, apparently, except for fucking Eddie Hearn. He just has money.
That's what we were talking about a few months ago. Remember, we were like, when has Eddie Hearn ever found a diamond, in the rough type deal? Like, where he's like searching for somebody. He's like, oh, I found my guy, right? Like, early. He always gets people when they're already kind of established.
Right. They've left or something, and they usually leave him really fast. But the only guy you could argue is Bam. But Gary claims Devin Haney's the one that told him about Bam.
Yeah. Well, it's like when Gary told Eddie in the elevator, too, that, Bam's going to be the best fighter in his promotion, and he said that Eddie just looked at him like he was nuts, Like Eddie.
That's everything you should. That's everything. I mean, that's all I need to hear.
Right. Yeah.
But anyways, whatever fights do we have?
Let me look. I was gonna. Just a second. I was gonna go on here and look at something.
But yeah, I generally agree with Dylan that they don't have BS matchups most of the time. It's just the talent, bro. The talent is usually not there with Matchroom fighters, especially the motherfuckers overseas, bro.
Joshua Kringa this weekend. I don't really give a damn, to be honest with you, about the Fury or Joshua fights. I mean, it's cool. They can do whatever they want.
I watched a little bit of film on this Pringa guy, and this dude's a fat slob. And if Joshua does not knock this guy out in less than 5 rounds, then he's done. He's done.
Call in, bro. I got the link up top in the comments if you want to call in and get chatting with us and everything. August Bank is one of the fights I like in that card. Yeah, that's right. Jacob Bank is fighting on that card.
I think Jacob Bank's gonna knock him out.
Fury's doing this deal where I seen he's not, like, this fight's not going to be streamed. You're only going to get to watch the highlights.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's in Thailand, and it's for charity.
That motherfucker is just, he really is a gypsy king, and he's just taking everybody's money.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care about the Joshua and Fury fights this weekend, man. It's just not my, maybe. I mean, I'll probably still watch, just because I watch everything. But
I wonder what the
I'm
no
not
distance
intrigued.
is. If anyone here has it for whatever reason, what's the no distance in that
I'm not
Joshua
even
fight?
getting fucking odds on the Joshua fight or the Fury fight.
Bro, I went on Saracen and they had Tyson Fury on there as a minus 10,000.
So he was maxed out.
Yeah. So if you bet $10,000, how much would you make on that?
$1, right?
I think no. I think you would make. You
10
think you'd
bucks.
make more than that
10
if you
bucks.
put 10,000 on a minus 10,000 parlay, or just bet.
Well, I can't do it because there's no minus 10,000s on here.
Go to
But
Saracen if you have it. It's on there.
okay, I gotta see this. This would be funny as hell. Kelly Agarco. That's what I was gonna get to next, Dylan.
Good
That's what
point.
we were talking about. We were talking about last night. Yeah, and that's what I was about to say before I read the Joshua Fury comment. Or I mean, Joshua Pringle comment. But Kelly Agarco. This is not a one-sided fight like some people think it is. Kelly should win. We think. Right, 79. He should win.
I
Agarco
have a pretty.
could win this fight.
I have a particular or a peculiar opinion on this fight. I want Agarco to win. I like Agarco. He's not winning
Yeah.
this fight.
Okay. These UK guys saying that Agarco's in the best shape of his life, but they were also saying he was going to beat Adams. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Said
I
that
was
all
actually
the
picking
guys he knows
Brandon Adams to
say
knock him out, bro. And this is coming from someone I like Agarco. I do not mind him at all. I've been
okay.
rooting for him.
This is something we can get into right here, and this is going to piss 79 off a little bit. Kelly should win, especially after that Bachram fight. What did Kelly do to like impress you in that fight?
I think he's more so just saying the fact he has a title.
Right, that too. It could be that. If you're going off of, if you think that you were impressed in anything in the Bachram fight, I would really have to hear that.
I was impressed with 3 moments in that whole fight from Josh Kelly. That random little knockdown he got. He just
Yeah, he
was
just
sitting
walked into
there
a shot.
running, and he just, well, I mean, it was impressive. It was actually a really good time shot. And there's 2 other moments I was impressed with him, and then the whole rest of the fight, I was like, okay, I can't believe the commentators are calling this
I
a
just don't
master
understand how
class.
you win a fight. Yeah, they're saying it's a master class when the dude's throwing 2 flurries around and then on his bike the rest of the round. Like it was kind of like, I
Yeah,
don't know. It
Gary
was hard to
Gary
watch.
did like an average earlier in his breakdown for this fight, and he said that Josh Kelly threw an average like 9 punches around or something.
It's insane. Insane. In a 12-round fight. To be
Bro,
fair,
when I'm
everyone was saying Bachram. Hold on. To be fair, everyone was saying Bachram was going to run through Kelly, especially how it was in his hometown. Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, everybody thought he
they
was going to
said
run through.
you're right. They said they were going to run through him, but first of all, just because that was the narrative, that don't mean they should just gave Josh Kelly the fight. B, the only person running through anything was fucking Josh Kelly running through the ring.
Running away in the ring, yeah. That was. I mean, we did learn something though about Bachram that day, and Bachram, I think he's like he can only stalk so fast. I mean, when somebody's running from you like that,
He's
when
slow.
somebody's on your bike, it's hard to get to them, bro. I mean, like,
Well,
and he doesn't have the best feet anyway. Like, he's not
Well,
getting
he's
to them.
slow. He's not, and he's not an athlete. But it's not just that. Bachram, and this is a problem with boxers, bro. Bachram and his team did not watch a fucking second of film on Josh Kelly. There's no way they did,
No, it doesn't seem like it to
because
me.
it took fucking Bachram 7 rounds to be like, okay, this is what I should do against him. And what happened? He, instead of just fucking stalking him like you were just saying, that's what he was doing the first 6 rounds. Round 7 through 12, he was actually chasing his ass down and timing him.
So Tyson Fury on Saracen right now is a minus 5,000. If you were to bet $10,000 on Tyson Fury right now, you would win $200. $200. It's insane. Cam Newton, 3776, is in the building. Tim Tszyu upsets Errol Spence. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it. I don't really care who wins this fight. I want to see a good fight.
I'll
I'm
give
picking
my
Errol.
opinion on this. The missus decided to turn the TV up all the way to 1,000, so I gotta give my opinion on this in a second.
Yeah, Tim. We were talking about it earlier, bro, and I'm going with Errol right now. But we're gonna see how the weigh-ins go. Like I was saying earlier, y'all might have missed that. Always watch the weigh-ins before you put your money or pick a fighter. Weigh-ins tell a lot. I feel like it was more Kelly tiring down and slowing down after having to keep Bachram off in the first half of the fight. Yeah, but the thing
Fuck
was,
yeah, bro.
Bachram was never really on him because Kelly was so far away from him for 99% of that fight. It's not even like Bachram was like up on him and putting weight on him or anything like that. Kelly was a minimum 3 to 4 feet away from him for 90% of that fight.
He did not deserve that fight. He not only Dylan, go back and watch the fight, bro. There's 3 knockdowns in that fight that Bachram scored, and 2 of them were called off. You can hear him, and the real's the one who pointed this out to me, actually. Yeah, I didn't know that.
They started counting in the corner for when Bachram knocked down Kelly. I think it was the second time. You can see them in the background, and they're counting, and they go over the PA system, and they start counting. Well, then the ref waves it off, or I don't even know what the hell.
That's what happened. And then it happened again. Then it happened again. The third time.
Stay down said, I'd be upset if Errol loses because retirement after Bud would have been understandable, but now you get a loss to Tim Tszyu. Either way, I mean, I don't think that you can take anything away from Errol, especially with the Bud loss. I mean, I don't think anybody should take anything away from Errol in this. He fought the best fighter of the generation and lost in a fight that was a 50-50 fight going into the fight.
Right.
Regardless of what anybody says, the odds were 50-50 and people were split.
Bro, people were throwing big money on Errol, which I have no clue why anyone would ever throw.
I didn't throw money on Errol, though.
Yeah, but that's the thing, and you just hit it right on the head. You didn't throw money on that fight, right? Why would you not throw money on that?
Because it's too risky.
100%.
And I just picked Errol.
There was Errol Spence fans, man, that you'll see them in comments like, "Oh, I lost $3,000 on Errol." I'm like, you bet $3,000 against Bud Crawford. What are you thinking?
It's like the people that bet $3,000 against Floyd, bro. It's not happening. I mean, it was never
but that motherfucker Floyd Mayweather fought enough fights to where I can see where someone may have thought, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna fade him now because he's old and he keeps moving up and shit like that." This was different. This was Bud Crawford. This was Bud Crawford's weight class. This was where he is best at.
But people, though, you may be just like a few years too young to remember, dude. People were betting on Floyd. Betting against Floyd because they hated him so fucking much. It was insane. Like, you would get people be like, "Man, fuck him. I'm going to put all this money on him because I want to see him lose." What was the key that I just said there? I want to see him lose. That was how he was selling fights.
I was a little kid when people were saying Conor McGregor was going to beat him.
Dude, there was seriously people. I won so much money off of people. That was like the first actual bet I may have ever made because I bet a bunch of people from my school about that. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, Conor McGregor's going to whoop his ass." I was like, "How much you want to bet?" I bet like 10 people, $20 each.
Hey, real quick, talk about something while I mute my mic. I'm putting Rio to bed.
Okay. Errol's going to make this look easy, and the narrative will change after the fight. People will say Tim was a cherry pick. That's how it always happens, bro. Everybody talks a mad game about a fighter, talks mad shit about fighters, and then once they beat somebody, like a Tim Tszyu, for instance, that's exactly right. They're going to say Tim's washed, Tim's cherry pick. Errol's still not that good. He's this was a cherry pick, like you're saying. I mean, it happens way too much in boxing. I don't know if he makes this look easy though. I think it could be interesting the first like 2 to 3 rounds, but I think he can stop Tim. First bet was Paro versus Hitchens, and I lost that shit. Yeah. I think my first legal bet. No, my first legal bet I hit because I went to the Benavidez fight with 79. We went and watched Benavidez and Morrell, and I got that whole card right because MGM was giving out a it was like a free 250. Like if you don't win, then you get it back. Well, I put $250.
I don't remember
on
my first bet.
That was my first bet. I was telling them about the card we went to the Benavidez and Morrell card. Remember the MGM bet I made? It was like 250.
I remember one of my first parlays ever. Was I mean the one, I guess you remember the parlays. You remember the parlays you threw more money on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially the ones. Well, the ones you won or lost, you could. It definitely goes off of how much money you won or how much money you put on it and lost. You know.
Well, I know I put a lot of money. Like my first big bet was the Hartunian and Shakur fight to go to distance, and then I parlayed that with the Foster fight to go to distance. I think.
Dylan had I had Paro beating Hitchens, especially after Paro beat my guy Matias. Yeah, I mean that wasn't a crazy take then. I mean, for sure. I mean
they had Paro as a favorite, bro.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a bad bet at that time. Paro. The thing is with Paro now, and I've told 79 this too, is like I just think he's just too small for where he's fighting at. I can't figure out why this guy is not 2 weight classes below her.
Man, that's a small 147-pound guy. Shout out to him for fucking going to 147 and going to take someone's belt when Shakur is sitting around bitching about 144 catch weights and shit like that. When this motherfucker right here, way smaller than Shakur, went up to 147 and took Crocker's shit.
I'm the guy that drops training videos in the group chat. I know who you are. Yeah. I'll be definitely here supporting. Well, come in here and talk with us, man. We definitely like people coming here and talking.
What's more badass than that, though, bro? What is more badass than going up to a weight class that you probably shouldn't even be in by the boxing's today's standards and just going and taking someone's belt?
That's what we need more of. You need fighters like Paro. I wish almost every fighter was like Paro. Like as far as the mentality goes, you know. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's why Paro has to fight how he does. Dirty ass fighter, but hats off to him.
Yeah, he does have some dirty tricks, man. He'll shove you, man. He likes to shove you.
Them Aussie guys, I've noticed a lot of them are dirty like that. Cambosis was dirty.
He didn't fight Hitchens dirty though, bro. He fought Hitchens way too safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why these people are fighting these boxer styles so safe lately in the last few fights I've seen. Like, go and get them. You know, like they're not gonna hurt you at the end of the day, or even if they do. I mean, like I'd rather go out trying to get someone rather than just get dominated for 12 rounds.
I think I know what it is, bro. Have you ever noticed when you get two guys that that are technically sound, it's like it's a dick swinging contest with who can be the more technical fighter?
Sometimes it turns into a little bit of a brawl though. When they finally can't break each other, you know, when they realize they're at a stalemate, there's got to be something that one of them does.
That's what that fight was, bro. That Hitchens fight, bro. That shit was pretty much a damn stalemate. That Hitchens just edged out. I mean, he more than edged out. He clearly won, but my bad. It was like a 9-3, 8-4 fight.
T.O. versus Rolly. I'm on T.O. for now, bro. I don't know. You know, T.O.'s burned my ass, dude. A few times now.
This is an interesting fight in a way. It is. It could be boring, though, too, bro. It could be really boring. I'm telling you, bro.
Rolly wins. He's gotten way better with Salas.
I mean, he has gotten better.
No one's saying this though. No one's saying this if he doesn't beat Ryan Garcia a year and a half ago. And you can ask 79. I might have been one of the only people that actually put money on Rolly Romero to beat Ryan Garcia. And we were still shocked when it happened, right? And that's nothing against Rolly Romero. That it's just I've seen him, I've seen him get stopped by Pitbull Cruz, seen him get stopped by Tank, and he had good performances in those fights in spurts. I just don't know how he does with someone like Tio. I've never seen him fight someone like Tio off the top of my head. I can't think of anybody. Can you?
No, I can't at all. And the only thing that worries me for Tio is he's moving up, and he's not a 147 guy at all.
Well, people are like going at the
or is this at 147?
Yeah.
Are we sure? Yeah, because he won his title at 147.
Yeah, it's for a title. It's for the super champion because Rolly's
that gay shit.
That stupid shit, bro. That Jack Catterall's the champion, but then they're super champion. If y'all didn't know that, I mean, it's insane. That's because they're choosing not to box. They're being forced to box that way because of the ring generalship of the better boxer.
Yes. Yeah. That's exactly. He hit that right on the head.
Yeah, if I know someone is across from me, a better boxer than me, at the end of the day, we're in there for a couple rounds, I'm like, oh shit, I can't win this fight like this. I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to do something different, or I may have to knock this motherfucker out.
Right, and another thing to add to that too, when you know the guy in front of you is really skilled, a guy who's skilled has a lot of tools in his box. How do you know he's not going to just pull a new trick or a new trap out and just fuck you up?
Well, some people wouldn't agree with me on this either, but if somebody's really skilled, in my opinion, if they're really, really skilled, in my head, I'm thinking, well, they probably have not been hit a lot. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that, dude.
I get the whole thing of well, you have to get in the position to hit him and everything like that. But at the same time, you have to have that mindset, I'm going to go and touch this motherfucker up and see if he can take what I got, because nothing else is working for me at this point. If I'm down and getting outboxed, and you don't see that enough in these fighters, I feel like they're not willing to risk getting put down. Even not knocked down. I mean,
yeah, but think about it, Zach. I want you to think about this though. Here comes when you get to that high level. Do you think Liam Paro? Let's say you score that fight 8-4 or 9-3 like I did. That's not a bad look in retrospect at all, is it?
No.
Now, he did that. Why? Because he didn't take that many chances, and neither was Hitchens. If he would have took more chances against Hitchens, do you think he would have looked better, or do you think he possibly could have got a little bit embarrassed?
Yeah, he could. He could have. He could have got more embarrassed, but you have to be, when a title's on the line, especially. I feel like you've got to take that risk, and maybe that's just because I'm not in this position,
agree with you. I agree with you, but at the end of the day, there is still a path for him. He took the fight. He did not have to take that fight against Hitchens. He 100% did not have to, and he did.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm not dogging Paro.
Man, Paro, in my opinion, just look at that dude's resume and look all who he's fought, man.
I tell you what, bro. Did you see? I forgot about this. Did you see what fight was announced today? I kind of want to wait because they're talking about it in the Boxaholics chat right now. But we'll go ahead and get into it. Beck the Bully versus Jaime Munguia. It's being eyed. It's not necessarily announced yet, but it's being eyed.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised. Here's the thing, bro. I think that last performance Munguia had was a fucking glazed job, bro. I think he tried to go out there and box.
Sucks, bro.
Well, he went out there and tried to and acted like he could box and shit. And I was sitting there like, bro, this is really cringy. This is really corny right now. What the hell? But at the end of the day, he won the fight, and he won it really convincingly. Yeah, he won it wide. Beck the Bully can win the fight. He just needs to fucking time something big. I'm still not I'm still not sure Mungia. Guys like him. He's a classic juicer. Once they're off the juice, they're chinny.
Yeah.
He was off
I
the
mean,
juice
who are you
against
picking to fight?
Bruno.
That's really what I'm getting down to in this, because to me this is closer than what I would have originally thought, even like a year ago. I don't know. I don't know who I'd pick right now.
Off the top of my head, I'll pick Beck.
I'd like to. That's who I would lean more towards. But at the same time, I mean,
He gasses bad though too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like I seen him fade. Michael said fighting on the inside and even being able to get into the inside of a skilled boxer takes a lot of skill. Footwork, that's what I was getting at. You have to get into position to be able to hit him.
Right.
Footwork, head movement, defensive responsibility. A lot of these guys don't have the skill set. Absolutely right.
Well, like, it's a good point because at the end of the day, like, you might want to get on the inside and take some chances, but that guy in front of you, if he's in front of you, he don't give a fuck about that. If anything, he's more likely to run if he's up 8 rounds on you, 9 rounds on you.
Mm-hmm. That gets into the open scoring argument, but yeah. I like open scoring, but yeah, it would cause more people to run. Can you imagine if Josh Kelly knew?
No, it won't. That shit won't cause. No, it will not cause more people to fucking run, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, real. Think about it. If you're up to the point that wide and you start running, you already know the fight's wide.
Yeah.
So the open scoring is irrelevant at that point. You're gonna do that anyways.
Not if you didn't know you were up. I mean, like, I'm not talking about in a super wide fight, like we know it's going to be a fucking 12-0 fight, right? I'm talking like something that's like an 8-4 and you think you're up, but then you know you're up, right? If you know you're up in the last round, right, and you know you're up 7-4, right? That last round, why the hell would you even take a punch or throw a punch? The only risk you'd be taking is that the judges ringside all gave you a 10-8.
Real. I don't think they give you it leading into the 12th. I think they do it 2 different times. Now, it depends. It depends how the open scoring is, and this is all where the boxing is fucked up, and we don't have a centralized rule for it. Like when Bud Crawford fought Sean Porter, apparently going into the 12th, they told him what the score was and everything like that. Now,
it ended up not being right though, right?
I think it was right. I watched the video the other day, and I think it was right, but
and it wasn't the 12th, right?
It was the 12th.
Bud knocked him out the 12th.
I think it was the 12th.
I think it was like the 10th.
Go look it up real quick. Make sure I know what I'm talking about first. I thought it was the 12th round.
It was the 10th. Man,
okay.
Good, huh?
Okay. So I want you to think about this. So if that never happens, what happens in that fight?
If that never happens, then Porter possibly wins the fight.
Okay. That right there is the best example ever for why they should have open scoring. First of all, why is that even frowned upon in the first place? Every other fucking sport there is, you can see it. There's a board with the score on it.
If you haven't figured it out, I am a supporter of the open scoring. I just want it, like you said, I want it to be, there's got to be certain things to it, added to it and taken, like, I don't like him telling them, in the 12th round, like we were talking about. Like, it should be, to me, it should be like rounds 5 and rounds like 9 is how I would say it. In a 12 round fight.
Cool. But I'm here to tell you right now, if it's the 9th round and someone starts running around because they think they've won the fight, they're going to know that regardless. They're going to know that without the open scoring because they're already going to know they're up 8 or 9 rounds as it is.
In wide fights, yes.
Yes,
I'm just talking about the fights where it's like razor thin close, it would really suck to kill a fight if you thought it was razor thin close in your head, and then you hear in the 7th or 8th round that all the judges have gave you or have gave you 6 rounds already. You know what I mean?
Dude, we've seen that before, though. Even without the open scoring, we've seen guys go out there and they just take the last round off.
Loma did it. Yeah.
Fucking Lomas did it. Andy Cruz has done it. I mean, can we go? We can go on and on. How does Andy Cruz fight? How does it? Let's say someone talked to him in Spanish and told him that he was down fucking around. Do you think he fights different?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he was already down too much at that point. No, he could have got a draw, right? Was it 115, 113? He could have got a draw. 110?
He could have got a draw probably by.
I think that was a unanimous decision, right? It was or was it a majority? Was it a 114, 114? I think it was a majority decision. It was.
I remember one of the cards being 115, 113.
Yeah,
that's all I remember.
There was 100% one that was 118 to 110, and when I was there, that's when I knew that Muratalla won it. I already knew when they said 118, 110. I turned to the guy next to me. I was like, "Yep, they gave it to Muratalla." Because some of the
Eddie Hearn lost a lot of money on that fight, bro.
Mm-hmm. And what's weird is that was one of the only fights of the night where I thought the judges were that was arguably their best scored fight of the night, which is the 118 and 110. I didn't see that. I thought Muratalla had him by a round live. You know,
I personally I thought it could have went either way, but you remember me on the phone with you. I said, why the hell did Andy Cruz fight like that the last 3 rounds?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, but it goes back to what I was saying. It's the amateur deal, you know.
Who knows what it is, bro. There's some guys out there that they're just goofballs, bro. Like fucking Harlem Eubank.
Yeah.
Like, that's the goofiest motherfucker that's ever laced up gloves. I'm not saying he's awful or anything. He's not terrible. He's all right. But he's goofy, bro. Like, he went out there the other day and got his ass handed to him. He would just sit there and load up on everything, looking like a fucking cartoon or something, just winding up his shots and shit. And I'm sitting there like, bro, this dude is timing you every time you come in. And you're going to dive right in head first again. For the 50,000th time. It's not going to work, dude. What a goofball.
Yeah. No,
There's just some guys like that, bro. They're idiots in the ring, bro. They don't have no fucking sense.
Yeah, and I don't even know. And, there's some people that think they win every round, too. It don't matter what happens in it. Like, we've seen that firsthand. Like where people, they pull the Charlie Zone off. I won,
Well, speaking of that, of Charlie's, that Charlie Edwards motherfucker thinks he won every round.
Yeah, there's legit people. There's legit people like that.
And that one fucking dude. Let me think. There's one more guy that always comes to mind. Maloney, Andrew Maloney.
Andrew Maloney is also one of them. Harlem Eubank's another one of them that thinks they won every round. Yeah, Jason Maloney thought he won.
This is an interesting conversation, by the way. Now we brought up Andrew Maloney.
He's the worst everyone right now.
Well, I'm going to actually add on to that. Everyone likes to sit around and talk about people being champion. I hear it all the time. Champion this, champion that, which is cool. But at the end of the day, we live in an era where Josh Kelly and Andrew Maloney are champions right now.
Mm-hmm.
We live in an era where not only are both of them champions, neither of them probably deserve it. So next time, well, Maloney 100% don't. I think Kelly has a slight argument, a slight one. I don't think he does because, the knockdowns, but I can see why someone thinks he won as, at least 4 or 5 rounds, right? with the
Yeah.
not counting the knockdown too. But
Mhm.
there is no way in hell anyone watched that Maloney fight and watched him get his ass handed to him and thought, "Oh
I met
yeah,
an
no."
Australian guy on the Hangout Spot stream that said that he thought Maloney won the fight, but he admitted to me that he was biased because he's Australian.
Dude, he got his ass handed to him, dude. At times, it looked like it needed to
It
be
wasn't even
stopped.
close. It wasn't even close. I think I looked at the betting odds when it closed, and Maloney was like a freaking plus 600 or something like that. It was something nuts like that. So Vegas didn't think he won, you know.
Well, this happens a lot with Australian fighters in general, bro. Like, and people don't believe me on this, but not only do I know a guy from Philly who like he traveled, he fought a little bit in Australia for some tournaments, but he said like a lot of his friends did, and he said they all got robbed all the time.
Really? In
Yeah.
Australia?
Yes, like when they would go there for amateur tournaments in Australia, and they would get robbed every single fight.
You never see Australians get robbed. Now that you think about it, I don't remember an Australian get. You could argue Tim, but I mean that fucking first Fundora fight was close.
That was in America,
Like,
wasn't it?
yeah, I'm talking about just all Australian fighters, right? Like I can't think of any one of them. They're usually doing the robbing. It seems like
They're usually doing the robbing. Jeff
Jeff
Horn,
Horn, Rob Pacquiao.
George Kambosos has like 4 robbery wins.
Yeah, they love him some robbing, bro.
They love to rob people. Yes, that is facts.
But yeah, I've never really seen one get robbed off the top of my head. I can't think of one. Which I mean, there's not a long list of Australian fighters that I've enjoyed to watch over the years. But there's a good amount. I can't think of them getting robbed.
One time, I will say one time, talking about Andrew Maloney, coming back to him, they gave it to, which honestly, bro, he got his ass whooped. I'm not even bringing that up. He got his ass whooped, and then he went on a big rant about how boxing's not fair to him and shit. Yet
Sounds
they gave
like
him,
Michael Crawford to me.
yet they gave his ass a title shot.
That's another Aussie, bro. Like, what's the deal with that? Why do they think that they're fucking, getting fucked over all the time?
Dude, no one, no one deserves to be saying that, especially fucking Michael Zarafa. That dude that dude's a fraud, bro.
Ugh.
That dude is a gay fraud.
That guy had me laughing so hard. Did you hear the news reporter? So after he was just like, he's like, yeah, I said I couldn't see, and I'm just sick of it. He's like, I'm over this, and then he goes, I'm over this, and then the Australian guy goes, but are you really over it though? And Michael Zaroff is too fucking stupid to even see what the hell that he's being played by this guy. And I loved it too when they turned over to
No, bro. No. He knew what the reporter was saying. That motherfucker was just playing character.
You
he
go
didn't
back and watch the interview, I'm telling you, he didn't know that he was dogging him.
Yeah, he did, bro. Dude, what is the number one rule of playing stupid? You can't at one point act smart. If you're gonna play stupid, you need to play stupid from beginning to end.
Fucking stupid.
Dude, that was the fakest. You know goddamn well that he was faking all that shit. That he was playing stupid.
Must have been, in the movie, I think it's in Billy Madison when he's talking about how they had a case of loser denial, right? And then the one kid got a parking cone shoved up his ass, and that's when he got out of loser denial. Maybe Michael Zarafa needs a parking cone. Maybe that was,
I think Michael Zarafa would actually appreciate that gesture.
No, dude, I loved it when they panned over. They were talking to Nikita after the fight, and he gives the most like shit-eating grin ever when they asked him. They're like, "Do you really think he couldn't see?" And then he's like, he gives him a shit-eating grin, and then he's looking around at the crowd and they're cheering, like, you know, and he goes, "I don't know." Shit, dude, I was rolling. I don't know. And dude, Zarafa, I don't know if you knew this, he just got a freaking contract with Zuffa. You knew that, right? Hello?
Extraordinary.
There you go. Sorry, I think you're muted.
I was muted. I was talking and I was muted anyways. Michael Zarafa and Johnny Fisher are the newest signings for Zuffa. That is 2 L's.
Yeah, people were saying WWW, like flame emojis. I was like, bruh, ain't no way. Ain't no way we're going to sit here and act like this is like some high-level signings.
Dude, I'm not sure if Michael Zarafa or Johnny Fisher is the worst signing.
Zarafa, because of not only is Zarafa not even that great of a fighter, he's got all this shit going behind him. I mean, like, Johnny Fisher at least lost, and like,
yeah, but he lost to Dave Allen, bro. Like he didn't. I think Michael Zarafa may have a better resume than him.
Zarafa's like in all seriousness, he's not. He was never complete ass. You know what I mean? He was just never like a world title contender type of guy. He was never a contender level.
Yeah, that's the difference between.
Shots.
That's the difference, though, bro. Michael Zarafa is a domestic guy, maybe, right? Johnny Fisher's not even that.
To me, Zarafa's a high level domestic guy.
Maybe, okay, well that is farther than anything Johnny Fisher's stupid ass will ever be.
Dude, you're downplaying the people's champ, Dave Allen, bro. He's the people's champ.
I'm sorry, but the guy, that motherfucker was betting on himself to lose earlier in his career, bro. That dude's not the people's champ.
Bro, he was telling all of his friends to bet against him too, I bet. He's the people's champ. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's probably the people's champ in his hometown and shit. And I'm sure when he went back to his substitute job after he beat up Johnny Fisher, everyone was like, "Dave Allen, you're the people's champ."
Yeah. Old Dave Allen, bro. I like Dave Allen.
Okay, I like Dave Allen too, but let's not act like that he's anything that special himself.
Yeah. Dude, he's not. He's not. No one ever claimed that, did they?
Yeah, they did, bro. When he was going to fight Philip Hergovich, people were betting on him.
Old Dave, bro.
He got knocked out of like 2 rounds.
Yeah, he just quit because he knew he was going to get hurt.
But no, people were dead set on Dave Allen to beat Hergovich.
Every time Dave fights, bro, I put in the Discord, I put nearly the same exact thing. I'm like, they've got his table waiting at the pub right now. Dave's about to go straight to the fucking pub after this fight and buy the neighborhood around. He's just that type of guy.
Yeah, there's a pub out there that's like, if Dave Allen wins, a free picture on me. Everyone. So when
all his buddies are there at the bar, dude, because they don't even want to buy tickets. They're like, "Fuck it, we'll watch it at the pub, boys. He'll be here, in 20 minutes after the fight."
Yeah, I can hear the bagpipes and the accordion right now. Actually, my bad. No, it's Britain, bro. They're all sitting around singing songs, like really fucking corny songs and shit while drinking their beers.
When Dalton Smith won, he was doing that with his fans, which I thought was cool. Yeah, all of his fans traveled over from the UK and everything.
I bet that. Yeah, Dalton Smith deserved that, bro.
Dalton Smith deserved that whole night, bro.
He just knocked out the guy who killed people in the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be something we could talk about too in the next one. I watched an interesting video this guy had on the boogeymen of boxing and how it's like an overused term. And so we can talk about that.
I agree and I disagree with it, man, because like it's the way they frame the shit. Like I've seen that video and he framed the Josh Kelly and Bachram fight as like, oh yeah, no, Bachram just got dominated. I'm like, dude, that is the opposite. That fight there's nothing about that fight that was dominant in any way.
The ring announced, according to Cam Newton here, the ring announced that Keyshawn and Haney is almost done. I cannot wait, dude. I want to see that fucking fight.
Bro, this is what's fucked up though, bro. Like here's the thing. You know Keyshawn Davis is my favorite fighter in the game right now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I like Devin Haney a lot too, and I've liked Devin Haney a lot for a long time. And I think as like just the way Devin Haney moves, I think he may be the most honest fighter in boxing, bro. And a lot of people don't understand what I mean by that. But why
Some
is
people
this
would
the
call
fight?
that's crazy to me that some people would call him the most honest, and then there's a whole other half that would call him the most dishonest, probably.
He is the most honest fighter in boxing, bro.
To me, I don't see anybody doing it like him.
To be honest,
that do what he does, but not to the level of it, like where he's just fighting fucking people, hard.
But this is a joke. This is a fucking joke, though, bro. And here's why. Actually, no, screw that. It's not a joke. It's halfway one, though. And here's what I mean by that. This is supposed to be Shakur and Keyshawn, or Shakur and Devin. This is not supposed to be like this.
Before you make your point, because I think that I can add to what I think you're going to say. I think, to me, I don't think Key should even be getting this fight. To be honest, he's never fought at 147. He's never fought at 147, and like you said, this is supposed to be Shakur's fight.
The only reason why I will disagree with you on that, that's why I said this is halfway a fucking joke. This is a half-ass joke. Well, but who cares, bro? Who cares that it's supposed to be them two?
He's not even won a belt though. He's not even won a belt at 140 or 147.
I don't care about that, bro. The reason I don't care about that, but my point is, I would agree with you that he don't deserve this fight if it wasn't Keyshawn though, bro. Who in this sport? Who's the two guys in this sport? And I'm sure you can name both of them because we're talking about one of them right now. Who's the two guys in this sport that are young, up and coming, and they've proven more than 95% of boxers have in the game already?
Devin Haney and David Benavidez, and probably Bam.
Young guys? I mean,
they're still young.
Devin Haney definitely still young, but I was gonna say Abdullah and Keyshawn. Dude, Devin Haney may be younger than a bunch of these guys, but when it comes to his resume and everything he's done, his accomplishments, he's done way more than anyone. So I don't even count him. He's past the vets.
Fuck out of me that if you attach this to someone who didn't know who Devin Haney was, let's just say that Devin Haney never existed, right? And it's just some random guy that people semi-like. And you showed him, you showed him his resume, and you're like, okay, this guy ended his career like this. Somebody would say, yeah, dude, that's a pretty good career. That's a really
good career. Given the context too, bro. I remember
27 years old, bro.
I remember me and you calling each other as soon as Lomachenko dropped out of the Kambosos fight. Devin Haney only had a month or two to prepare for that shit.
And he drained himself for that fight too.
Said I'm gonna go to Australia at fucking 20 years old, something like that.
22, 21. Or was it that long ago? They didn't fight 7 years ago.
Bro, I think he was 21 years old.
So Devin was the youngest undisputed, I think.
Ever.
Okay, we got somebody. So Cam Newton says, "Who should Ryan fight if he beats Ben?"
Well, we need the Devin Haney rematch at some point.
That's what I would say. You fight Devin Haney. That's what I would rather have right now than, to be honest with you, I would rather see Devin and Ryan again before Keyshawn and Devin. Just over the fact I think Devin's got to get this out of his fucking. He's got to get this, but it won't matter because here's the problem. Even if Devin goes out there and he beats Ryan, especially if you don't knock him out, nobody will forget that first fight. That fight,
nah, I disagree with you on that.
Over his head forever.
I disagree with you on that. If he goes out there and beats Ryan Garcia really convincingly, it's not gonna matter, bro. That shit will not matter.
You'll still have people like the fucking idiots though.
Okay,
Yeah.
and Floyd Mayweather and Bud Crawford have a million fucking haters bitching about him as we speak right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
but
think
if you had to have me pick three that I want Ryan that I would want Ryan to fight, bro, he's been clowning too. Like he's been saying like he wants to go up and fight Boots, he wants to go up and fight all these people. And Virgil, no the fuck he done.
he won't fight them.
No.
I don't think he will, anyways. But because I'll give Ryan Garcia credit for one thing. Once again, it's just this weak era that we live in. But he's actually stepped to the plate more than a lot of guys have when it comes to his resume.
I don't knock him for that. I don't knock him for his resume.
Now he's not fighting no fucking Boots.
Fuck no, dude. He's not fighting anybody near 154 right now. I don't know. He might be Josh Kelly, but
He'd knock out Josh Kelly.
Yeah. But I don't think this Conor Ben fight's bad, bro. I mean, it's not. It's just
I think he'll beat him.
the Rolly fight. I bet it never happens again. So we're probably not going to get that again.
Not necessarily. What tells you it's not happening if Rolly beats Tio?
That it was kind of a snooze fest, and like it's just. I think it's not as big of a money fight at the end of the day because I mean, dude, they're obviously. If Devin beats Keyshawn, right, it's either Shakur or it's Ryan. Like, who the fuck else is it? You know what I mean? At this point.
Bro, honestly though, how do you not see the money in that fight? Like that's a unified title fight.
What fight?
Rolly versus Ryan.
Ryan? I'm sure he'd make some money, but it's not going to make as big as a Devin Haney fight.
Well, of course it's not going to, but are you seeing what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible. I just don't think it's going to happen again. Because at the end of the day, too, I mean, like, how long is Rolly going to hold this belt? We don't even know if he's going to hold it after this fight. And I bet if Ryan's holding the belt, he's not going to want Rolly challenging for the belt. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, I want you to think about this, though. I want you to think about this angle. All right. So, if Rolly wins and keeps his title, Ryan wins and keeps his title, that means, I mean, we got to see what happens with Keyshawn and Devin, but let's just say Devin Haney wins. That means the champions is Devin, Rolly, Ryan, and Liam Paro, right? Okay. Yeah. If Ryan, I can already see the script right now, bro. All right. Ryan goes and does a rematch with Rolly, beats him. He's unified. What does Devin Haney do? Beats the fuck out of Liam Paro, unified. They do, dude. Yes, 100%.
So
Devin
you think
Haney,
that Rolly's going to beat Tio off of that script alone, or do you think it's possible
well,
Ryan goes and fights Tio instead?
That's what I would say. Now, as a fight fan, as someone who's going to break down the fight, that's not what I see. But you know how this shit goes.
I know how it goes.
Does that not seem like something that could happen?
Yeah. No, I mean, like, and if y'all watching, want to say, anything that y'all think is scripted or y'all think boxing's scripted, drop it.
Oh, I don't. I'm not necessarily even being literal with that. Like the script. I'm just saying that's how shit goes.
I just want more. Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of how I see it, though. It's like it's not necessarily scripted in the sense of outcomes. It's like, but you can clearly tell the narratives that they're pushing and they want to happen. Is pretty much what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the outcomes are rigged necessarily. I think they've been rigged before.
This is gonna really set me off, and you would think it wouldn't, that Keyshawn and Devin are fighting, but it's really going to, because it's not supposed to be happening, bro. This is supposed to be Shakur and Devin Haney.
Yep, and I'm telling you, bro, and this is just in case anybody's not heard my take on this, and this is 100% what I believe. Keyshawn Davis is being used by Shakur as a pawn, whether he knows it or not. I'm sure he does, but he's probably thankful he's getting the opportunity to fight Devin Haney.
I don't know necessarily that's the case. I seen this
This is a test
video.
case
Man, Bruce M. Vane had
on
this video.
So basically, what I'm saying is he's using Keyshawn Davis, in my opinion, as a test tool to see if he even has to fight Devin Haney. Because if Keyshawn goes out there and he beats Devin Haney, then Shakur's going to say, well, why would I have to fight him when my little brother already beat him, right? And, like, he's playing a dangerous game with him today because if he beats Keyshawn, then everybody's going to be demanding the Shakur fight. The only way he gets out of that fight at that point is if Ryan and Devin make a deal, which is possible too. But you can go ahead.
I mean, I seen this video. They asked Keyshawn about it. Like Bruce M. Vane said the same thing you did, that they're using him as a pawn. But like Keyshawn reacts to a question. Yeah, Keyshawn basically was like, and kind of bluntly says like, I guess I gotta go take care of his fucking business for him. Where the hell's he at? Where's Shakur at?
Yeah.
Basically, bro is kind of holding him accountable in the video, being like, okay, if I do this, then
he knows what it is, bro. What it is Keyshawn's just thankful at the end of the day that he's getting this big money fight. This is the biggest. I mean, this is by far the most money Keyshawn Davis is ever going to make. Or, at this point, I'm not saying he wouldn't make more in the future, right? But at this point in his career, this is going to be by far the most money he's made. Why wouldn't you want to take this fight? And it's against somebody who he thinks he can, he's very confident in himself. So I would assume he thinks he can beat him, So why not? And this potentially, this will put him in the pound for pound list if he beats Haney.
Bro, he's already in the fuking pound for pound list.
I'm just talking about median pound for pound list.
From what I've seen skill wise, I've not seen a more all around fighter like at this stage in their career, like more all around than Keyshawn Davis.
That's what you got to think about, though. He's not to the peak yet, and that's something that can be looked at as a good thing. But for right now, it's just for me. I just think he's right there on the brink. He's either my 9 or 10, or he's right outside of it, and I think that's fair.
Dude,
I don't think it's unfair to put him there.
It's 100% fair to put him in the pound for pound list, dude.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think it's unfair if you don't have him in your top 10, though. I don't think it's unfair.
But who's better than him? Who's better than him?
There's a lot of arguments for a lot of different people. We'll go into a pound for pound list episode too, because that's something I was wanting to do too.
Well, first thing I want to say for this is, if you're going off eye test and what you're seeing, he is 100% in there.
Mm-hmm. But it's more than the eye test too.
Okay, but he's okay. Okay, so what else it got to do with?
It really depends on too, because like at the end of the day, I've seen like 30 different fucking definitions of a pound for pound list,
Okay, but what else other than the eye test?
Well, you got your resume.
Great resume for someone who has 14 fights. Amazing resume.
Kind of ties in with the achievements.
Okay, right. He's got his achievements, bro, and he's got a good resume. He has 14 fights?
Too. At the end of the day, it's how dominant you are. This is just how I do it, and this is just kind of my own ranking system on it. You can have your own too. But the way I look at it too, a big part of it for me is how much they would dominate their division, how much they dominate it now, how much they could dominate the one above them and the one below them. Where do they rank?
That don't automatically matter in my opinion, bro. Because I mean, a lot of dudes don't want to. We don't know what they're gonna do if they go up or down.
Lot of people, I don't agree with this. This is what me and Third were talking about the other night too. Third, the way he ranks his, or one of the ways, and this is a very common thing, by the way, is basically a pound for pound list is like how good a fighter would be if everybody was the exact same weight. See, to me, that doesn't make any sense. Like, so basically, like, would Bam Rodriguez, if he was Tyson Fury's size, beat him?
That's not a good way to look at it, in my
That's
opinion.
not a
I
good
think
way to look at it
it's
to
an
me.
overcomplicated way to look at it. I'll
It
give
doesn't
you
make
the
any sense.
I'll give you the simplified way to look at it. Uh, you know, it is separated by different weight classes, right? So who's
Yeah.
just the best? Who, if we're sitting
Who's the
around,
best?
that's
Who's
why
the most
who's the
dominant? Like,
best?
and yeah, that's really what it is. That's what I was going to get to. Like, it's really just who do you think is the best fighter in the world right now?
W-
Top 10 best
Right.
fighters in the world right now. And that's
We'll
where
never
you
see
can
Bam
argue
at
your
heavyweight.
Keyshawn Davis take, right? You
There,
can argue your
it's
Keyshawn Davis take with that. And I would argue, like I said, Keyshawn Davis might be in my 9 or 10 spot. If he beats Devin Haney, he's like probably number 4, number 3.
dude, he's well past 10. Well past 10. If Shakur Stevenson's in your top 10 pound for pound, why the fuck isn't Keyshawn Davis in it?
I just think that Shakur's just got a better win over T.O., really. I mean, I have Shakur at like 6.
Bro,
or 7.
Keyshawn Davis would knock T.O. out.
I would tend to agree with that. I never seen T.O. get knocked out.
He would
But
get stopped. There's a reason why
I didn't
dude,
see
Keyshawn
Jermaine
Davis
Ortiz
wanted
get
to fight him,
stopped either.
bro. Keyshawn Davis wanted to fight him, and he wouldn't fight him.
Yeah.
When did
I just want to see more from
Shakur go and fight
Keyshawn,
him?
bro. I don't think it's unfair to say that I need to see more from Keyshawn though to get a higher spot.
When did Shakur go and fight Jermaine Ortiz? When did he go and stop Jermaine Ortiz?
That's what we've been arguing about Shakur for years. His resume is not as good as everybody acts like it is.
Is it
I
even
mean,
better than Keyshawn's?
Slightly. It's not much better.
How many fights he have?
Shakur, he's got like what, 26? 26?
So you're meaning to tell me, because what does Keyshawn have? What, 13 or 14?
14, something like that, yeah.
You're meaning to tell me in that amount of time, he's done just as much as him? And everyone's like, oh, 4 weight. No. Shakur's
Yeah.
no. Fucking 2 of them belts are vacant belts. I don't automatically fucking care about belts in the sport. Like we just established a minute ago. Josh Kelly and fucking what's his face are champions.
Yeah. And Jason Maloney. Yeah, I don't want to disrespect Paro like
No,
that.
Andrew Maloney. And the one that's not even as good.
Andrew, yeah. God, dude, I hate getting the twins confused, bro. I get them, the Charlos confused, and everybody like that.
So at the end of the day, that don't hold as much weight as you think it does.
No, I mean, I just think it's fair for me to put Keyshawn Davis 9 or 10. I think it's fair for me to say that I need to see a little bit more. Maybe
I'm cool with that. Yeah. I don't understand how you can not have him in the list.
Props. Oh, not even near as crazy. I could understand someone having him maybe just outside. Maybe
I don't understand that even, bro. If you have Shakur Stevenson in there, but you don't have Keyshawn Davis in there, then there's just a discrepancy or there's a bias.
People have their opinions too. I mean, it's just Shakur's just way too high, dude. Like the fact that some people put him at number 1 is like
ridiculous.
It's revolting. Because people you're telling me this. Are we saying that if are we saying if T.O. beat Shakur, then T.O. would be the number 1 pound for pound fighter right now? They would not.
No, they never would have put him in there.
Like number 7, number 6. They would be Shakur was as good as we thought he was. You know.
If that, they would have had him in there. This motherfucker Shakur though is. I mean, can you really put him in there? The fact that Keyshawn Davis is fighting Devin Haney and not Shakur, that should tell you everything you need to know. Why the hell is Shakur even in the list?
Yeah. You beat Tio Lopez and William Zepeda.
And then you said I'm not going to fight Devin Haney. No, I'm going to have this other guy do it that people for some reason don't think is as good. I'm here to tell you that
really likes to say
I don't care who fucking hates me for saying it. I don't care who hates me for saying it. Keyshawn Davis is better than Shakur. If he fought Jermaine Ortiz, if Shakur got in the ring right now with Jermaine Ortiz, he would not stop him. Not happening.
different type of fighter though at the end of the day too. I'm trying to
Dude,
give everybody a fair shake in this too. Different type of fighter, but yeah, he wouldn't stop him.
hot out there, no.
He 100% wouldn't stop him.
At some point, the way you perform does matter.
Yeah, it does. How you win. Yeah.
The question I have for Keyshawn, if this fight does happen, is he mentally ready? If he's mentally ready,
That's always been the question with Keyshawn, bro. We know that.
I don't question it with him because I seen him in the Jermaine Ortiz fight, man. He was ready, man. And he kept telling every time they put a camera on
you
him.
made it in, bro. I think it's
Every time.
Hey, I got the link up top. Hold on a second. I got the link up top if you want to jump in real quick. I don't know how much longer we're going to go, but we can talk about a few things, man.
Every time they put a camera on him, bro, what was Keyshawn Davis saying? He said, I'm going to knock him out.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Yes, sir. What's up? What I missed? A lot, bro. We went over a lot of stuff. Talking about the fights coming up. We're talking about Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney right now. I guess
someone a minute ago said that shit is full on gonna happen.
Yeah, the Ring has reported. If you didn't know, the Ring has supposedly reported. This is just a comment we got from somebody, from Dylan, right? That it's very close to happening. But I'll believe it when I see it too. I mean, they're
doing a purse bid, and I had to fucking educate some people on what a purse bid was the other day because they're like $200K. They're not gonna accept that, and the dumbasses don't understand what an opening bid is.
Yeah.
It's literally an auction.
Here we go. I'm going to drop this in real quick. I feel like Gary right now, man. That link there, right there, that's to get in the call if you want to get in the call. If you don't, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, damn. We've been going for a while, bro. I didn't realize how long we were going for.
Almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. We're getting, which we'll do another one. I'm planning on doing another one at on Friday, and then we're gonna do a watch along Saturday.
Yeah, I'll be able to
for most of the day on Saturday, most of the night on Saturday.
Yeah, I probably won't be. I'll have to like pop in after I get off work for both of them. Maybe, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, Third will be in there with me for my Third didn't show up, Andres. That was something we were disappointed about. We needed Third to bring a wild take in or two. You know, he might already be off though. I don't know if he just didn't see. Nah, he would have already said something in the chat. Bro's always in the chat.
What is Navarro? What's his name? He said his name's Andreas.
Andres, I think, is what it says right here. I don't personally know these guys. You know, this is the guys from the Boxaholics chat.
What does he think about What do you think about the Roach and Zepeda fight?
Yeah, that's something we ain't got into yet. So if you want to talk with us with that, yeah. Yes, I knew it was you. I was telling him that. Roach and Zepeda, bro. I'm still taking Roach at this point. I like Zepeda, though.
I'm going to take Roach as well.
Roach has got to win one, bro. Like, you can't just keep.
I mean, he won that pit bull fight, and he won that tank fight. He definitely fucking beat Pitbull.
Yeah. I never seen Pitbull falter like that mentally. Like,
yeah, and for whatever reason, people give him props for trying to box. They're like, oh, that's how good he was doing. I'm like, bro, you really think he wanted to do that?
For sure. Roach low key been getting robbed? No, high key getting robbed.
Yeah, that man Roach, they just give him a draw.
Roach nearly cost me. I had every leg on a parlay I had during the Tank Roach card, and my brother was right there with me. 79 was right here with me, and we were sitting there and we were sweating it, or I was sweating it. And he wasn't even sweating it because he's like, dude, they're not going to rob Tank Davis. I mean, they're not going to take a fight away from Tank Davis.
No, man. I was sweating it. I was sweating it. You remember why I was sweating it? Because the odds for the fight were so bad. I took the 3-way money line for Tank because it was like minus 1,600 or something. And I lost out on a fuck ton of money because of that. Because when you take that 3-way money line, a draw does not void your bet. You lose.
Yeah. Andres,
I had
Roach made Pitbull switch boxing style mid-fight. Yeah, and people give him props for that, and me and 79 aren't one of those people. I think
like what? Why did they give?
Boxing. It's just because it looks different, and that's what I even said during the fight to all the people. I was like, y'all are just saying this because y'all haven't seen him do it before. It's unique, so you think it's good. It's like when people started seeing Ryan doing the shell. And it was horrible, but people were like, low key, it doesn't look that bad. The fuck it didn't. It was horrible.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it's a weird phenomenon, bro, in boxing where like certain fans will give props or points to something when like let's say a guy's not technical, like Pitbull Cruz is not technical. If they do one thing technical, then that was amazing.
Yeah, like look, he got a deeper bag than we thought. No,
yes, that shit irks me bad, bro.
And it's only for the likable guys. Like they wouldn't say this for people that they don't like. We're up to 3 viewers now. We were up to 6 earlier. I appreciate y'all tuning in. No, Ryan doing the show just did not look right. No, it looked horrible.
Well, it's honestly, it's against the rules too. You're not supposed to turn your back like that.
Yeah.
Now, Devin Haney did not do the right thing. Devin Haney should have went up right in the moment he peeked up out of that. Should have just clocked his ass.
I got to start doing what the one guy stream I've been in. He like puts in there and it like buy the StreamYard link that you can call in. Because I think when I'm posting the StreamYard link, people don't know that they can join into this. Like it probably just looks like some weird link,
I would just paste it over and over again, like type shit.
Well, I'll probably just figure out as I like get better at this, like how to post it up in here and everything on the screen.
Does this guy does he have any opinions on the fights this weekend?
Yeah, Andres, you got any? Ryan, hold on. He said something. Ryan was just getting pieced by Duarte that fight. Yeah, he stopped him though. At the end of the day, I mean, that's something that I always say. Like, I mean, something can happen in a fight, but if you stop the guy, it kind of
cancels it out.
Not all the time, right? So sometimes you can still take away stuff, but it cancels it out. Like 79 just said, most of the time. But yeah, Andres, if you got any opinions on the fights of this weekend too, we've been talking about those. Really don't think there's going to be anything too crazy happen. We're taking Berlanga and Butler not to go the distance. Think if you're a bet man, I don't know if you are. Oh yeah, it's a lock. And we were thinking about doing a parlay of we're going to do Fulton to go the distance. So the Fulton and Wilson fight to go the entire fight, or we could take the over, but it's probably just to go the distance and pair it with Berlanga and Butler to not go the distance because someone's going to go to sleep in that fight, and we're not crazy confident in Berlanga. I think he'll win it, but
I don't know who's winning that fight.
So. Berlanga is better than a lot of people that don't like him say that he is. But, you definitely don't see a lot of people that are out there defending Edgar Berlanga, I think he can pull through. Yeah, he should. He should, you would think. Especially, like, Zoof is giving him a shot. They show that they at least believe in him a little bit, or at least they think he can sell.
Bro, I want you to think about this though. All right, so this isn't a regular boxing league, bro. This is more cutthroat than that. It's Dana White. Dana White's had guys. You don't think Dana White wanted fucking Conor McGregor to win the other night?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
it doesn't work out like that though. When you are making fights the way that Dana White makes fights, the way Zoof is making fights, the guy you put money into might fucking lose, bro.
So stay down. That's Berlanga no distance and Fulton to go the distance, right? Or is that Fulton money line? Just let me know. He said it's a -104, whatever it is, so that's pretty good. He's fighting Sunday. Yeah, they're fighting on the Zuffa card. I will be doing a live watch along for that. So
it's at Madison Square Garden.
Because it's at Madison Square Garden. On the watch along, there's always a lot of people trying to find the fights and everything. So we'll have I would guess we'll probably have like 20 to 30 people in here minimum. Even the low subscriber channels I've seen, they have that many during when fights are happening because people either want to hear opinions on fights or they just want to listen to what's going on because they can't find a stream. Yeah, Fulton distance. Okay, that's a good parlay, bro.
I like that a lot.
Sunday's your birthday. Happy early birthday. I'll try and hop in mid-fight. Hey, man, we're going to be going like all day. So there's going to be a lot of times.
Win you some money. Listen to Too Easy and bet some of your birthday money on Too Easy's little parlay, bro. That shit's going to hit.
Yeah, too easy, bro. He's the one that, bro. I don't know why. Hold on, I gotta scroll up and make sure I'm not fucking up. Just a second.
What do you mean?
Okay, it was Keep It Simple. God damn, dude. I don't know why I keep thinking that Stay Down was the one that bet all that money on boots. God, it was Keep It Simple. All right. Bet I'll put that parlay in. Yeah, hey man, gamble responsibly. Do not put your rent check on a game. Not to go the distance and go the distance type shit.
Yeah, don't throw your social security number on fucking anything like that.
Like I'm betting with my bonus bet funds this weekend, so I'm not risking any of my own money.
Fuck, I don't mind risking a little bit of my own money if I'm confident I fucking win every time I do that shit.
I do it too. It's just
I can't lie to you, bro.
You know, but if people are gonna gamble, I want them to at least not be idiotic about it and not know what they're doing. I'm not saying that people don't know what they're doing, but there's a lot of people that don't.
I have worse luck. I have worse fucking luck with the bonus bets than I do my real money, bro. Maybe I'm taking more risky bets or something with my bonus bets or something. But I hit when I put my own money down a lot more than when I have bonus bets.
You just know at the end of the day, I just have a gut feeling. Like when it was Bud I just knew. I was so confident.
Bro,
and you were more confident than I was. You were super confident.
Hell yeah, man. I remember telling people to bet that shit. Every time someone asked me about that fight, and then people were all scared, and then I remember getting a phone call. Someone was like, bro, someone put $20 million on Bud, bro. You know Vegas don't want him to win. I'm like, it don't matter. He's gonna whoop Canelo's ass.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers were saying Canelo was gonna knock him out, bro.
This is something you said earlier. I would like to add Fulton. So I wonder what it would be. Can you do that real quick? Can you do money line, no distance, the distance? Stay down. I'd appreciate that. I'd like to know what that is because that is a really good one. I feel like you'd be some good odds. So, dude, we talked forever on Spence versus Zoo, Andres. I'm taking Spence for now. It's not out of the question that Tim wins this fight. We don't know. I mean, I'm just more confident in what I've seen in Errol in the past. I think this is kind of fight that you stay away from betting wise. If you wanted to live bet it and you think that Spence looks good early on, go for it. But I'm probably going to stay away from
Wait for the weigh-in.
until I see and wait for the weigh-in. That's what I keep telling everybody too. In any fight you're unsure about, and really, in my opinion, I look at every weigh-in that I can, because sometimes you see things like when Fulton fought Foster the last time. Me and 79 saw it, and my dumb ass still bet on Fulton. But you could see it that he wasn't ready for it. And he missed weight anyway.
You know, Gary said
he missed weight again too.
You know, Gary said he don't really pay attention to the weigh-ins that much.
It's crazy because he's been to a lot of them.
I have no clue why you wouldn't pay attention to that, bro.
I would. Well, people can look in really good shape and not be able to fight very well, you know, but all these guys, you know, are able to fight, you know.
Well, at the end of the day, bro, and especially in the UFC, the people who bet that shit, if you go on YouTube, they pay attention to that more than almost anything. And I don't know how it is for boxing because we have no statistics or anyone keeping up with statistics in boxing because it's screwed up. But in the UFC, if you notice a guy's weight cut was rough or a guy misses weight, they almost always lose.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's helped me out. The two that I've been to, the weigh-ins, it helped me out, and it made me, realize things, even if I realized it. Because if you remember, I was telling Third about this too. If you remember, after the Muratalla Cruz weigh-in, I called you. I said, "Damn, bro," I was like, "Raymond looks good. He looks really good."
Yeah, if we would have paid attention to, which we did pay attention, but if we would have took that into account, then we would have bet on him, bro.
Well, it don't work like that every time, and that's the thing. But the thing is, like, everything in my mind, and remember I was telling you this, everything in my mind is telling me to switch over to Raymond, but I just don't, like, I have a feeling in my gut I should just stay with Andy.
Well, you were there talking to his family and shit, and you seen how hard he was working and everything. It was the perfect storm to help you realize to bet on him. But here's the problem, bro. And here's the problem with boxing in general. Are you buying into the hype of the other guy?
Yeah.
We were buying into the hype of Andy Cruz.
But he's not.
To an extent, he was all hype, bro. What?
I think it's too early to say that for Andy at this point, that he's hype,
bro. The way we were talking about that dude, the way we were talking about Andy Cruz and the way boxing was talking about him was that he was already a champion, basically, before he even won the fucking belt, which he didn't win it, but before he even was in the fight, it was, he's gonna win and it's gonna be clear.
He's gonna be a champion at 130. I mean,
cool. Cool.
Yeah, no, but maybe he was just, maybe he'll dominate on
Who all is that 130?
Jesus Christ, hold on. I gotta think about this because I'm kind of running on E right now. I'm about to probably end this soon because we've been going for nearly 3 fucking hours.
I've been up since 6 a.m. and I've been up since 6 a.m. and it's a new day now. So yeah. I can just tell how slow I'm talking that I'm tired.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Uh, 130 pounds. Yeah, you get Nav, you get Kakache, Shock, you get like Charlie Suarez, yeah.
Who's the champions?
The champions are Kakache, Nav, and Shock.
So
Guess
does that
I get
mean
it.
I was thinking of the wrong division. I was thinking of Angelo Leo and them.
Must be done. What? What? What do you say?
I was thinking of Angelo Leo and Espinoza, but I think that's just featherweight.
Yeah, that is. 130 is yeah, it's Nav shock and I mean, does Andy beat that Nav right now? I don't know, bro.
You would think he
Probably.
would.
Does he beat Kakache? Yeah, I think he beats Kakache.
Kakache's probably about ready to retire, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's who he fights.
Does he beat Oshaki Foster? Well, that's the toughest
No,
fight in the division right now, probably.
no, I don't think he does.
I mean, there's only a couple fights that I think would be really tough for Andy Cruz. And
Um, if I'm Oshaki Foster, I don't fight Andy Cruz though. Like, why the fuck are we sitting around making these ultimatums and Shakur Stevenson ain't fought him?
when's the next live? Next live is going to be. I'm gonna take the day off on Thursday. I gotta go to work. Oh shit, I'll be at work Thursday. I'll Wednesday and Thursday I'll be at work, and then Friday we're gonna roll into it and then do 3 days straight of streaming. So I'm gonna do Friday night. We're gonna do the predictions and everything and talk about shit. Saturday, I don't know if I'm gonna do a watch along on Saturday, but we'll definitely go live after the cards and everything. And then Sunday is gonna be my big one where I'm gonna do the Zuffa streaming, the watch along and stuff. Um, I might do a watch along on Saturday also. Let's see how it goes. And if I can get a bunch of y'all from the Boxaholics chat in here, like everybody says they're going to get in here. Chop
Shot
wants
one.
the Shushu fight. It's too early. It's just too early
No,
right
it's
now.
not too fucking early, bro.
No, I'm saying it's too early for them to justify making it, right? Chop's not even
Hell
high
fucking
ranked.
no. This is not too early, bro.
He's not even high enough in the rankings and stuff, though, is he?
Dude, they can make that shit overnight. Fuck the rankings. The rankings are a joke. You know that.
Well, I'm just saying it's probably not going to happen for a few years.
I'll tell you what's happening right fucking now. They're gonna keep Shushu away from Chop. It ain't fuck the rankings. They're gonna keep him away from him.
I don't disagree. I just don't think it's going to happen right now. Then that's really what
It could. If they wanted it to, it could.
Because the comment was Chop wants the Shushu fight. Well, he probably ain't gonna get it right now. It's probably the answer.
Yes. And Chop deserves it.
Navarrete and Shock's too much for him right now.
Shock's definitely, in my opinion, too much for now. The Navarrete could be if Navarrete comes through with a really, really, really good camp, like he trained good and got well conditioned. I think he could be definitely a problem for Andy Cruz. But the problem is Andy Cruz is pretty sharp, and that style of wide punches, just loading up and throwing haymakers, may not work on him.
Andy Cruz lost me so much money against Bertala. He lost me a little bit. The real thing that fucked me is 79 knows about this. It's like my worst bad beat ever in boxing is they fucked me out of like $4,500 profit with Jesse Hart.
Yeah, bro went to Vegas. He got a plane ticket, got tickets, was there at the fight, and they fucking robbed him.
I watched hours of film for this fight, bro. I watched interviews. I watched everything leading up to that part and co-fight. And I was 50-50 going into it, like the weigh-in. When I seen all that unfold, and I was 100% on board with Hart when I went back and watched more film. Yeah, it was horrible. It would have been like I forget how much I put on it. It was like one of those like bonus bet deals like they have in Vegas, and then Andy was going to be my saving grace on it to where I would have got my money back, and Andy lost. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I still had a good time and got some connections and everything. It's just that cohort, man. They're just sickening. Everybody knew it too. Everybody knew it was just horse shit. Well, we've been live for 2 hours and 45 minutes. You ready to cut this off for the night?
Yeah, I'm fucking exhausted. Last thing I want to say is this was a good stream. I appreciate everyone here. I appreciate Too Easy aka
Bro, he was
Stay
here all the
Down
time,
for
bro.
staying through this entire fucking stream, bro. I thought he dipped earlier and then he commented. I was like, bro, this dude's been in the whole stream listening to this. That's goated.
He's the goat. Nah, I think we're gonna get better at this and everything. We're gonna,
Oh yeah.
as time goes
Yeah,
on.
we're just talking shit right now. This is kind of like one of D1 streams. Everyone just hops in and talks shit.
He goes for like him, and then the one guy I've been getting in his stream, bro. They go for like 4 or 5 hours. I don't know how they do it.
Bro,
They
that
have,
one
like,
guy you
3
watch, D1 cuts his shit off after about 2 or 3 hours. He'll be like, I'm gonna go do some shit, and he'll just cut his shit off. But no, that one guy you listen to, that dude goes for fucking 12 hours.
Yeah, it's insane. But he has a lot of people that will get on there and talk though too. And if we can get that, I'm not one to ever go for that long though, like for 4 or 5 hours, unless it's like a watch along. I ain't doing that, bro.
Well, it's smart to get traffic for his channel. I'll say that.
He just let people argue on there and stuff. But yeah, man, it was a good one. It went a lot better than the last one. It was organized more and everything. Yeah.
Right.
We got comments. We got 6 viewers at one point. Yeah.
Yep. And well, at the end of the day, we also got a fucking killer parlay, X2 parlays from Stay Down too. Damn, dude.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do on Friday. We're gonna do that prediction stream. I might not be there for that. I got that Tyson softball tournament. So I may not be at boxing on Friday. I'm gonna try to be, but I gotta.
Man, I don't think I'll be there either because I think I got work that day too.
Well,
I'll be at boxing tomorrow though.
I'll probably I'm probably try to stay with John, but yeah. Well, if anybody's still watching, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Always remember to keep it real. See you 79.
See ya. See y'all, everybody.